Good afternoon and evening, everybody, and welcome. We're about to get started here with Home is Where the Hoard is, Episode 3. A very special delivery, I believe, will be the name of this. Special delivery, as it is called. But yeah, I'm super stoked to get started. It definitely looks like we have a decent internet connection today. It's probably because it's not as cold as it's been. It's raining a lot, but it's not cold. You guys can hear my dice. This is we have everybody ready, so I'm gonna go ahead and start counting them down. And we're gonna get started here. Just a reminder. As a reminder, this is a chat effective stream. So if you donate 100 biddies, you can give a nat 20 or a nat 1 to the DM or the players. If you want to have someone roll on a Wild Magic Surge table, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel or donate $5 or more, and then everybody has to roll a Wild Magic Surge. Or if you kind of have, want a good or a bad thing to happen to the party, there is a direct donation of $10 for that to happen. And yeah, you can affect this game if you want to. So without further ado, I will start counting everyone down. Okay, fam, we are going to be counting down here. So let's get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everyone wave! We're here!
Hello! What's up, party people?
Alright, and it looks like our audio levels are a little loud, but that's okay because we're usually very low. But hi, and welcome everybody. Welcome back, everyone, because all of you have played with me before and whatnot. So as far as introductions go, we'll go the person who hasn't played in a home game before first, and then we'll kind of go around that way. And so first, introduce yourself and your character and all that. Bloodcree.
Hi, I'm Bloodcree, and I'm playing Laya Delgnet. She is a vampire, monk rogue. She punches things a lot. And she really likes pretty people. She can't resist attempting to charm them, and then having them compliment her a lot, repeatedly. Because she's got the whole monk being able to control her horrible bloodthirst down, but she's still pretty arrogant. Yeah,
Oh,
I mean, vampire.
Yeah, that's what they do.
What you gonna do?
I don't know, like cast Sacred Flame on them or something.
But that's so
Always.
rude.
But
That's
what
so
you
rude.
do.
Why would you do such a thing?
I don't know. Thank
She's
you.
not harming
and,
anyone. She's just fishing for compliments.
Yeah,
All of the
and so your character's pronouns are she, her, and your pronouns are also she, her, right? Yes.
I said indeed.
Huh?
I said yes.
Okay, thank you. Alright, who just subscribed? Oh, real mystery. Thank you, Byron, for the subscription.
Yeah.
When we get around to you, you can tell us who rolls your Wild Magic Surge. Okay, cool. So, next would be Mr. Spiritus Lupus.
Today I will be doing something extremely unusual and
Okay.
interesting as I was just making sure that I pulled up stream to do 5 things. I will be first I'm going to be play testing something that is from a compendium that a friend of ours has graciously provided us, and our DM has wonderfully allowed us to be able to pull from and use. I will be playing a pale blood from the land of Yarnum. My character is also from a fairly new book that came out not too long ago, and she's a centaur. Go.
So it's Centaur Pale Blood, right? And you are he, him, and your
And my character is she,
she.
her.
All right, cool. I also had to move my alert box because I realized that it was underneath everything. And so we got all of these alerts, and nobody saw my T-Rex roaring. They just heard it, and I'm super disappointed in that. How long has...
I saw the TX roaring.
Okay. Yeah, but it was like underneath stuff, is what I was saying.
I saw it over your
Okay.
picture and everything. It was over the whole screen, so on my
Okay.
end.
Now I have it up. Okay, and how did your character come? I didn't ask this Blood Cree because I know how it's gonna happen. But how did your character come to the Hoard?
So when the world that she is from, she has been quite literally living in what is known as the Hunter's Nightmare. And the Hunter's Nightmare has affected the entire waking world, where people themselves have lost themselves and become monsters.
Mm-hmm.
About 2 months ago, the nightmare was was over, and it kind of left her without a sense of purpose, because she'd spent her life hunting. She'd come to Yarnum to receive the pale blood.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I was just asking for the short version. Who brought her here?
She eventually finds Mariko, and is taken to a different world. Meets up with someone else. They go on a little bit of a journey, and then come to the Hoard.
Cool. All right.
And a month passes.
Excellent. Thank you. All right. And I would also like to welcome back Shan. Shan, how are you today?
Hello, doing good.
Please introduce yourself and your character.
Okay. Seven is a Tabaxi paladin / warlock. He looks rather like a lion, more than the standard cat. He wears really nice clothes, carries what appears to be like a nobleman's rapier at his side. Has more recently picked up more substantial armor that he does try to keep neat and polished and everything, and just keeps kind of a demeanor of someone who had some sort of standing at some point in the past, but has since made his way to the Hoard.
Yes. Yeah, and you've been here for a while, and you've already been on a Hoard adventure. You were in episode 1 with Seven, so
correct.
Just
yes.
recovering from your first little adventure and all that stuff is also the case with Omega and Omega's character. Omega. Hi.
Yes. I'm Omega. My character is Jade. She's a psychic detective, mostly. And she likes to think of herself as the town sheriff, investigating mysteries, detecting things in general. She's been here for a while with Seven, also a Tabaxi, more house cat in appearance, distinctly less fearsome in nature. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. I love it. And, of course, last but not least, Myron. Welcome back.
Hey, thank you. Not playing the elf this time. I am playing a tiefling bard that's a drag performer, College of Glamour, because yes. Their name is first name T-E-A-T, last name Fling, like fling something. So their name is Tiefling.
Take it. Why did I just realize?
Because you just realized you're gonna get the wild magic surge from me.
Are you guys both? Oh man! So Omega has 2 wild magic surges.
Okay. I won't give it to Omega. Then I'll give it to give it to our other Tabaxi. Yeah.
Cool. The Tabaxis are gonna wake up with
Both
wild
the
magic surges.
Yeah,
yeah.
Because the Tabaxis need it. But anyways, it's really hard to determine what they are. Sometimes they look like a beautiful woman dressed in this gorgeous drag and everything, and then the next day they'll be like the most handsome dapper man around. So it's they them. I'm also they them in real life. So yeah, they're confused there. They came to the Hoard maybe around the same time as a Spirit's character, and I'm sorry I forgot how to pronounce her name again.
Friley will do. It's however you want to pronounce it.
Friley.
I've heard it both ways.
Friley.
Yes.
Friley. Okay, just want to make sure because they kind of met when the Kitsune kids kiddos were looking for people, and T was like, "Oh yeah, place that's hidden from the rest of the world. Sure, I'll come with you. Go on a little adventure." And so that's how they know each other, and that's how T's coming there. So it's kind of like how T's hanging out there's like, oh, I kind of am grooving this place, but I'm not 100% sure. So it's going like month by month lease. So it's a little bit more costly, but still not certain that they're going to stay there.
All right. Excellent. And Blakely, where did you want to give those 100 biddies to?
I'm going to keep it the tradition of giving you ones.
All right, cool. I will take that nat 1. For this session.
I'm sorry.
That's fine. Cool. No, it's fine. And guys, I apologize, but I haven't been away very long, and I've just had a lot of fluid, so I already have to pee again. So you guys,
no worries,
can happily go ahead. What I would like you guys to do, I want my tabaxis, because we'll start with that. Roll your D10,000s for me, and I will come back with that. Be right back, guys.
Talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic. Okay.
I just want to point out that Lyath is probably going to call Fyra Starshine. Or something like that. As obnoxiously as possible.
Oh, I'm already preparing nicknames for all of you.
Good.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I mean, Starcatcher. I don't care.
All right.
Care.
I already got one for some people.
Do you now?
Beautiful. Are we going to call them Thing 1 and Thing 2?
No. It's a good name. It's a good one.
No, it was just funny because there's 2 Tarbaxis, Thing 1 and Thing 2, or Cat 1 and Cat 2.
No, I'll tell you guys. I'll tell you what it is.
One of the Tarbaxi would be offended with this. It wasn't me.
The one I thought of for, I'm not sure. You could Jay can say no, and I'll think of another one. But I'm going to test it out in character first. So
one of them is Slippers, and the other one is Coat.
No.
Okay.
I was thinking about we could name one of them.
44? Oh my god.
I mean, I was thinking naming one Mittens and the other one Boots, but okay.
Oh my gosh, yes.
No, but like I also have names for Spirit and Blood, so.
Okay.
That's cool.
Okay, interesting. I'm gonna write that down. It's not gonna happen right away, but that is this is a conditional thing, Shan, for your 44.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh god.
That is low. That is bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then these sorts of things rolling really high or
like,
really
well,
low.
campaign over.
No, I want there to be a 10,000 just for something, just for one shot.
It's got to be
So
like
it'd
the
be
world
hilarious.
explodes or something like
Yeah,
that.
it is. It literally is.
It's like a supernova or a super quasar forms beside it, swallowed up.
All right.
Yeah, it's
No, I believe it's the
literally-
nearest Starks. Well, no,
It's something like that. It's the end of the world, basically.
That's
And
pretty
much the end of the
then 4156. The talk over you. Let's see what we got going on for Omega.
I know at least one of them that makes the next spell you cast deal 1,000 times more damage. That'd be-
So
I'm afraid of this laughter.
it's also going to be conditional, but it's great.
Oh, good.
So, and this is only going to probably happen for like the initial thing. So, as we get started here, it is early morning. The night before Shan and Seven, very specifically Seven and Jade. You guys have been recovering for a couple of days as far as like your last adventure. Anyone who has lived in the Hoard the night before, you had a very interesting visitor. He was a copper dragon, and he ended up taking a group of adventurers with him to do a task for Dree. And it is this next morning, essentially, after that they leave. 7. How does your, your divine sense work, essentially?
He's been a kind of investigator for a long time, non-psychic, but just with his enhanced senses and his enhanced experience with all sorts of demonic and evil creatures, like you can imagine a Constantine vibe to that one.
Yeah.
He just knows.
He just knows. So, you definitely wake up this morning with the sense that something undead has walked into the village.
All right. Yeah, I mean, if I wake up with that sort of sense, the first thing I would do is just get out of bed, grab my armor, weapons, and just dash out expecting something horrible to happen.
Okay, so you dash out. Is anybody else outside that might be noticing the paladin dashing outside and freaking out?
Riley would.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's probably right next to her too. Sorry.
Okay. All right. And what about Jade? What's Jade up to?
Oh, I'm sleeping. I'm not.
Jade's like, nah, dude. So you guys.
I'd probably send Key over to wake Jade up.
Okay.
Since fellow cop.
Yeah, there's a bird waking you up.
Oh, I'll be right over.
It would say
a few
in my
minutes
voice,
later, I
"Get
arrived.
out here, kid."
Was I needed for something? The spirits are telling me there's like undead or something. Given paladin. Oh, maybe it's a demon. I'm guessing it's a demon. It's got to be a demon, right?
Something like that. Just get out here.
Okay, I'm out here. What's happening?
So as this small crowd you guys combobulate together, kind of like adding at the gate waiting, are 2 figures. One is a full-plated, what looks like human man with silver hair. He's dressed as a knight. I could just guys show you a quickie on roll 20. It's short. He's you're definitely 7 not getting the vibes off of him, but you are getting them off of his companion. And Bloodcree, go ahead and
tap that.
Yeah. Go ahead and describe to me, to the party, like what they see with your character.
Figure is completely covered, wearing what looks to be soft leather covering rather nice looking clothes, poking out between it, if you manage to catch that. A very large and heavy cloak with a hood pulled up over her face, and she has a scarf pulled up over her nose and mouth. She is lifting her gaze to glance about every now and then, and her eyes are glowing faintly and bright orange yellow.
Why, hello there, friends. How goes it?
So this knight, is he wearing any like holy symbols or marks of heraldry or anything like that I would recognize?
Go ahead and, since you're actively investigating, roll your investigation to see if you notice anything.
10.
A 10. Well, that's all you needed. You see, sort of like on his belt loop, his like one of like what's kind of like his sword hilt belt, right? Like the thing that holds a sword. There is definitely an emblem that you're very familiar with, as it's a symbol of Bahamut.
Okay, seeing that all over the place around here. So,
yes,
all right.
So it's not that big of an issue. So this is you're assuming a quote-unquote paladin of Bahamut when you see him. He looks to Jade, who is the first one to greet him, and, you know, he holds up his hand and, you know, he gives a slight wave. He's like, hey, don't mind me. I'm just here to see my friend.
You've got a demon friend?
No. She's with me. She's the friend I brought with me. I'm here to meet my friend that runs the place.
You're looking for Dree.
Visibly rolls her eyes. She's just, oh god.
Symbol of Bahamut. Yeah, okay,
makes
sense.
Are you sure you wanted me to come?
He's like, yes, I need somebody that I know and I trust with this task. Like, just behave yourself with the locals, please.
You're talking to me.
I know, and please, behave yourself with the locals.
You're talking to me. I won't hurt anyone if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, don't do anything to make my friend angry, please. Nothing here belongs to you. Just keep that in mind.
I'd suggest listening.
I can't promise I won't make your friend angry. I don't know what'll make him angry.
Doing anything to these people. You're literally in her treasure hoard.
Yeah, we've got like our dragon overlord around here. That's not really, more like dictator.
He looks at you.
Overlord.
And he's
Overlord
like,
works.
Don't let her hear you say that, man.
It's
Riley squints.
a dragon horde with people in it.
She's the friendly type.
By the way, when all this happened, what's going on, T had touched Fraley so she can understand and speak the languages.
She knows common.
Yeah, Fraley knows common.
She knows common?
Yes.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
never mind.
No, I was saying that the homebrew didn't have them learning common.
Oh, so we're ignoring that.
The new official
Okay.
stuff does. Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind. Then forget that. Never mind. Forget
It's
that.
fine. Yeah, there's just
I had chosen that just for you, Spirit.
I'm
it's
sorry.
Okay. You never know when you're gonna need to comprehend languages.
That's true. Well, I had
always a useful spell. So yeah. Anyway, I would go up to the paladin, since recognizing him as one of my one of my peers, as it were, and just say, "Your friend here. Surely you know what she is."
He's like, yes, I've known her for quite some time, and let's just say that she owes me.
She's not a danger to the people here, then.
She will behave herself. And he turns and he gives you a stare. Like,
Wyatt just sort of shrugs. It's like, I'm not going to hurt anyone. I can't
she will not
promise.
hurt anyone.
I can't promise I won't gather a following and
just
bask
be
in there.
Quiet. Like, just stop talking, please. I'm. You guys can definitely notice that there is a desperation in this guy's voice. And in his he's a little frantic, like he's trying really hard to keep his composure.
Can I do a bit of an insight a bit more on that, or would that be perception?
Well, an insight is a perception check, so you can do an insight if you want. Like, what are you trying to be insightful about?
If he's like, what is his feelings exactly, like, in regards to this person he brought with him?
Okay.
I'm trying to detect why he's afraid of this person.
I'm assuming we're close enough, me and Frey are close enough to know, to be near him, hear, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
With like a 15 and 16, it's not that, he's not afraid of her, like, at all. It's just more of that, like, he's not appreciative of the way that she's acting when what he needs at this moment is very dire.
Okay.
So, not a great threat, just annoying.
Yes.
Interesting.
He's just annoyed. He's not afraid.
Well, I assume you want to see Tree. I think she's like that way.
Yeah, I heard she had quite a revelation recently. That's.
Oh yeah, there was some drama that went down.
Yeah.
Briley kind of digs one of her hooves into the ground. I bet she'll be in the temple. She never seems to leave there.
All right. Thank you all. As he begins walking to the temple, he's gonna turn around and look at Lila. Lila, right? Or Laya?
Laya.
Laya. Okay. And he does that thing where he points at his eyes, and then he points those two fingers like back at her before he walks away.
Laya, wait, her eyes and just takes a really deep breath. I'm not going to cause any.
But before he turns around, when he turns to her, like, can I be in the background, be like?
He's gonna like in the middle of all that, he's gonna pause, and he's just gonna be like, I can't.
T-wink. T-wink.
Just kind of just.
If as soon as she sees that, it's gonna be a charm. It's gonna be a charm roll right now.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay, so you have to do a wisdom check on Tia.
Wisdom save. Yeah.
Okay.
On DC 14.
Are you mean the roll? Okay.
Yeah, you just roll.
Okay. Counter.
I guess you can choose to fail. I don't know. Can you? Choose
hold on. Give me a second.
Can, actually.
Counter charm.
Alright.
During, I pull out my lyre and just starting to play when I feel that tingly, and that's something I'm very familiar with. So I have set bench on saving throws of being charmed. So I'm gonna basically I'm like, oh dearie, you really want to do that right now? Well, I could totally. So
I love this.
It's wisdom, right? Is it wisdom?
It's a wisdom save. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I have to roll wisdom to save as well, or?
No, I have advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad I have that advantage. So. So
you guys are just witnessing the tiefling and the vampire trying to awkwardly flirt with each other.
Awkward, and we're just escalating charm.
Like that's what that is. Like,
wait,
very strange.
Who said succubus?
I did. Must be a succubus. It's demon. It charms people.
Wait,
clearly.
You're referring to. What's her name?
That's what I'm saying in character.
Yeah.
By the way, what time of day is it?
I don't know if she was a fiend.
It's early morning.
Okay. So I'm assuming her cover is sufficient for the amount of light there is.
Yeah, there's still like a lot of shadow. You'd still have like a disadvantage on things, but you're not dealing with any kind of radiant damage at the moment, especially if you stand in the shade of the buildings or the trees or things like that, and your cover, of course.
Yeah.
So you guys are sort of like left here with each other, and
I'm still playing
this person and still playing.
It goes until I stop or I'm incapacitated or silenced.
Should we ladies room?
But everybody else around me has an advantage on being frightened and charm saving throws, so
she's not trying on anyone else. She's just
standing there and playing. How do you guys react to, other than like Jade with her comment? What do you guys want to do?
Technically, I'm the fiends, but you know.
Well, different. This one's actually undead.
Oh, right.
Oh, and who are you?
Must be a vampire.
Hi, I don't.
I was really stupid in this encounter.
It took you a while to pick up on that, didn't it?
Sometimes it does that. Well, by the way.
By the way, I don't think we've met. Hi, I'm T, Tiefling. You might have heard of me. I'm all across the world.
I'm My name is Leia.
You're charmed? Really?
I'm charmed by your sparkling personality.
Oh, well, you know what? Thank you so much, my beautiful dark flower.
It's too early in the morning for this. I'm gonna start trudging off back to my house.
There's too much charisma. Too much charisma.
Catwoman, come back.
Why? What is the point of
like,
this?
Turn to Jade at this point. I'd be like, we're gonna have another one of those days, aren't we?
What's the
Look
matter,
those.
Lion King?
Lion King. Would look back, say we had some experiences with some interesting characters around here, you might say.
Were you traveling with the famed druid I've been hearing so much about in this village?
Yep.
We had something in the adventure with them.
She was legendary for her ability to grow plants.
She recently left this morning, by the way, to go on another adventure.
Oh yeah, she left.
Yeah, with everybody's gay dad. So.
Oh, makes sense. Makes sense.
By the way, this is my friend. This is my friend Prancer. Do you want to introduce yourself?
She looks slightly tagged that she was called Prancer. Inhales, exhales, and she looks calmer. It is going to be one of them days, I say. I'm going to need way more alcohol, maybe a little bit of a green thing, if I know what I mean.
Just as she mentioned alcohol, the door of the brewery opens, and Varys is there. Did somebody need mimosas?
Always, right over here,
Oh, come here, sweet thing. We got you for it. We got you for breakfast.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Puts her arm around them and just like, thank you, and gives them a quick kiss. By the way, full drag female attire.
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
it's like, he's like, don't let my wife see that one.
I kind of made the assumption based on the demeanor, but yeah.
Yeah.
What your wife doesn't know won't hurt you.
Yeah.
I'm assuming there's nothing that you have to my tastes.
He's gonna look at you, and because he's a cleric.
Are you applying blood?
He's just like, yeah, no.
Okay.
He's gonna look at Seven and be like, you should like draw a line in the dirt and make sure she doesn't cross it, because I'm not comfortable with her going any further than where she's standing.
I would make the exact same hand signal that the other paladin did.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the watching you.
Lyath rolls her eyes again. I'm asking if he has any.
Any what?
Pryla squints. I've seen many of your kind
Yeah.
I've seen many of your kind in me world. I don't trust you either. You come for me, you'll be finding more arrows than you can handle in your back, in your front, and maybe in your eyes.
Prancer, why do you have to sour the mood? We have mimosas. Let's just drink, okay?
It's been a long time since I've had arrows in my eyes.
Freya will look down, because I'm assuming no one's taller than 7 foot.
Oh no.
She kind of looks
she's
down.
Like 5'8". Lyath is like 5'8".
She kind of looks down and snorts. The monsters that were there, they tore apart many things. They tore apart many people. And I don't want to see that happen to anybody else.
I'm not exactly fond of my own. Most of them are ruthless and stupid.
Well, then maybe we can work something out. But like I said, if you come for me, I won't be hesitating now.
This is still way too early for this drama.
This is killing my morning buzz.
And then she'll trot over to go get mimosas, because she needs alcohol to deal with this bullshit.
I take a break just to hand one to my friends. Here goes, darling, bottoms up.
Someone would ask the bartender for coffee, the strongest stuff he has.
And just kind of like out of nowhere, Mariko like perks up because she's in charge of the coffee. Just appears out of nowhere with like, you know, a very large container. It's like, hey, Seven, here you go, and just hands you like a Yeti of coffee.
Mariko, I'm already playing this morning.
I miss getting drunk.
And Mariko's like, oh, tea! And she's just gonna, like, hug you. And it's like, wait a second, why are you drinking mimosas?
Because I still need to keep this buzz going from last night because I haven't slept all night because, you know, I was performing all night. And, you know, there was no fantasy Whataburger nearby to kill the buzz, so...
Fantasy Whataburger. She goes, oh, do you need me to go to Tejas to get you some?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Because I've been there before. I can also bring back tacos.
Something tells me this is going to be a busy day, so I definitely need more drinks than I do food right now. Thanks.
All right, I understand. Well, I have work to do. Bye, guys. And she's like, you know, leaves. Everybody leaves. As you guys sort of... with the exception of Jade, who I'm assuming is just, like, standing there with her head low, feeling very tired.
No, I'm already gone. I am getting
left?
another hour and a half of sleep, at least. This is too early for drama.
Excellent. Guys, I have to pee again. I'm sorry. Commence roleplay amongst yourselves. I apologize. There's so much coffee in my system right now.
And so none of you have heard of me anywhere? Really? You know what? No, that's for the best. That's probably for the best. Never mind.
I haven't heard of no one. Most of the people I met were monsters or hunters. There was the first hunter. His name was Geralt.
Sorry.
So none of you frequent any pubs then outside of this place then?
I've been here for some time.
Festival?
I'm not usually welcomed in places, though I do get around festivals. On occasion. It's... Lyeth will shrug. And eventually she'll break and just come on over and sit next to everyone.
The only time I'd heard from other people was whenever I knocked on their door. They never came out, never wanted to see me, never wanted... It's terrible what the pale blood did to me, but I live on.
They're
you're such
inside
a sweet
right now.
girl, though. You're such a sweet woman. Why would they be so mean to you?
Are they inside, by the way, you think?
I would think that they're sitting around the forever campfire.
Pretty much.
Yeah, they would be outside. Because Friley can't really enter in places unless they have either wide doors or high doors. Because she is 7 foot tall.
Her hood and mask without being inside.
Okay, I am back. So...
Very nimble squishing.
While you guys are hanging out... Actually, Jade, as you were walking back to your residence, what's your passive?
My passive perception?
Yeah.
That would be 18.
Oh, yeah. So you definitely notice the assistant to the mayor. He sort of running out of the temple frantically into the mayor's house to get the mayor and then the vice mayor, and then they all just sort of run back frantically to the temple. Like an emergency meeting sort of thing was being called.
Well, I follow them.
You're going to follow them? Jade's sweet. Thank you, Wild.
From a distance. Like, trying to be stealthy about it.
Okay. Okay, roll stealth. Okay. Yeah.
Yep, that's about right.
That's about right. So you
I am a rogue.
You are a rogue. So you attempt to be stealthy as you can, going towards the temple. Do you go inside with them or do you stay outside?
I would very much like to hear what's going on, so if they're going inside, I'll follow them.
Okay. Yeah, they're going inside.
Yeah. Don't
right.
fall.
So you go inside, and the three mortals, so to say, definitely don't notice you, but instantly both Dree and the White Knight, as we'll call him, or the Silver Knight, they kind of both lift their head and are looking directly at you.
I just sort of stand up like, I'll be leaving. I just sort of back out of the room slowly.
Just like, dragons kind of thing. You could try and listen from outside if you want.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Okay. You have to, again, roll like a really, really high perception for me. It's a perception hearing. So, go ahead and... No.
I have a few perception.
Yeah. You have a good perception. You can't make out a lot of, like, complete sentences just because of the muffle of the temple walls. But two words really stick out to you. One, or phrases kind of thing. One is because Dree is very loud and a little frantic, and she's like, I can't believe you're making this decision. And then she's like, all right, I'll send someone to deliver the package, but I'm coming with you. And they're sort of like in different separate increments, right? Because, those are some phrases that are incredibly emotional for her. Mm-hmm. And then as you're standing there, the door swings open and there is your dragon and her friend, the Silver Knight. And
I, just stand there, not us. Hey, I was just chilling here. Wasn't doing anything. Well, definitely wasn't listening. Just hanging out.
Dree motions for you to follow her.
Okay. Sure, I'll do that.
Yeah, Dree motions for you to follow her. And they're walking to where the rest of you guys have sort of started day drinking.
I'd be standing by the centaur at this point, just like saying, listening to the horror stories and whatnot, and just saying, yeah, you got it rough, buddy.
Lyath eventually caved and asked for a mug of coffee. She's not drinking it, but she's just enjoying how warm it is in her hands.
Oh yeah, I know. Mariko is super excited to give it to you. Just pop out of nowhere and just give it to you.
The vampire the entire time.
Yeah.
And
basically purposely just staying nearby to keep an eye on.
Now that her hands are visible, you can see that she's actually wearing these bright they're bright compared to the rest of her outfit, but these slightly silvery it has sort of a Damascus pattern, these beautiful clawed gauntlets, and they go all the way up her forearms. They look like, they're ornate enough to be decorative, but obviously they're functional.
Like the Skyrim vampire gloves?
Only nicer. They're fully plated gauntlets, but the palms are soft halfway down the fingers.
A connoisseur of fun armors. We might get along better than I thought.
Yeah, but that's the only scrap of armor she's wearing. In fact, now that you're close, you can see that the padded leather plates that she has on her body are not armor. They're completely soft. They're made to look like armor, like she is wearing leather, but she is, in fact, unarmored.
Okay.
Okay.
It is part of her disguise, which she does have proficiency in.
It's true. So you guys are having mimosas, and Jade is being tugged along by Mama Dragon, and they approach all of you. Andrea is like, good, it seems that and she stops and she looks at the vampire, and then she looks back at her her friend, and it's like, excuse
she's a vampire.
you.
She didn't notice.
Yeah, she's a little distraught. And
I have to just look up and give it a little wiggly finger wave.
She's like, yeah, that's not staying here. You know that, right? He's like, I know. she's gonna be she's just important to this mission on my behalf.
Have a name.
Lyeth. Lyeth, this is Dree. She's she's a dragon too.
Dragon.
Oh, so you're a dragon, right?
He's like, yes. Sorry, I didn't introduce myself. This was sort of an emergency situation, and I had to get help for it. My name is Draven.
My name is Tiefling. Nice to meet you.
Yes,
I just butt my way to be like.
He's gonna look at your hand and look up at your face.
I'm gonna bat my eyelashes, my big extended eyelashes.
He's gonna hold up his left hand and show you his wedding ring.
I'm still holding it out. Doesn't matter.
Okay. He's gonna be like, right. So, he's gonna look at Dree so she can take the lead. She's like, I have a mission for all of you. It's not anything that you've done before. It should be rather, and she looks at Draven, it should be rather simple for all of you. Hopefully, you are to deliver a package for him, and we will not say what that package is until you receive it.
How much? How much? How much? How much? How much? How much? How much?
How much what?
Reward.
She looks at you and she's like, I have provided you safe haven from the evils of the world.
Yeah, but that's only month by month basis, and I've only been here for maybe 2 months. I'm still debating. We're on the honeymoon phase.
What manner of package is it that you need no less than 4 heavily armed adventurers and me to deliver a package?
I'm literally not in armor. I'm in costume.
Draven's gonna look at Jade and he's like, the most precious thing in the world to me.
Then the more important question is, who else wants it?
I was
That is indeed a pressing question.
Is
what
it a
sort
lot?
of resistance might we see along the way? Why are you so worried?
Because of his mother's family. He could be sought out and in danger.
Oh, it's a person.
Is it a child?
Deliver a person.
I charge extra if we work with children.
You'll be compensated, I promise.
What are you implying?
Please.
No, I don't work with animals or children. That's my policy.
I don't need money. I'm just sick of owing him favors.
You could give me her money.
You can have her money.
Thank you.
It will be at the drop site.
Oh, gotcha. Dead drop? Okay.
Working with dead drops.
Yes.
I haven't done anything like this in decades.
And in the meantime, Dree pipes up. I will be with him concerning another matter. We will all go to the pickup together.
So is this do we get to bond finally?
I'm gonna leave you at the pickup site.
Just for a little bit of trip because we could bond.
Yes, and she actually looks genuinely apologetic. She's like, I want to apologize to all of you and my behavior recently. It's this heartbreak and this blow to my heart and my trust has taken a toll on me.
You don't need that in your life, girl.
Will blink, and she looks genuinely surprised, and she's like, you could leave your temple? Oh, I thought you were trapped there. Never saw you leave, so she kind of chuckles.
It worries me that a dragon of your clear caliber is distraught by literally anything.
The tea is good today. The tea is good today. It's perfectly brewed. Keep going, girl. I want to hear more. Keep going.
Lyeth for once doesn't look like she's eyeing everyone's neck up. She looks genuinely thoughtful and focused, at least for now.
Right. So let me see.
Secret rolls.
Yeah, just because it's way faster right now, because nothing is. So she is going to look at you, Elias, and since that it's not a question of insult so much if it's just like a genuine curiosity of the matter, and her eyes, there's that moment where she looked like she's about to lash out at you, but you are in her lair. She has great perception, and she's just like, she calms herself. She goes, "Let's all go now."
No fight, no drama. Disappointing. Let's go.
And she leads you back to the front of the gate, and they open a actual gate. And you guys...
Like a physical gate or a magical one?
A magical. There is the physical gate, and then there's the magical gate.
Gotcha.
So, and on top of that, if anyone, you probably also notice familiarly that the village is getting ready to use a transportation spell to move the village as well. So,
it was getting cold here, so.
Yeah, well, it's not going to be much better when you guys leave, because it is also cold there. And it is dark. It is nighttime. Wherever you guys vanish to, and it is snowing.
Finally! Lyeth just shoves her hood off. Her hair is really dark, like it's almost bluish, it's so black.
Mm-hmm. And you guys are actually in an urban area. It's a town on a lake, maybe even a Great Lake. And, it's late, so there's not a lot of hustle and bustle other than the few miscreants that would be out this late at night. It is cold as balls.
Metaphorical balls.
Metaphorically. The bluebird.
Based on my character, can I roll a history to see if I've been to this town or remember this town or know of this town?
Yeah, sure. You can roll a history. With an 18, you have probably been here before. You've noticed that you've been here before. This is a town called Avon, and it's a port town right outside of a capital city called Covington in the country of Laterma.
Is it really far north?
Building materials.
Did they tip well at the pub when I performed?
Yes.
Oh, good.
You had a lot of soldiers tip you.
Is this really far north?
Fuck yeah.
Just to give you some out of character information, this is this is the same place that you guys play in Dragonstone.
Yeah.
Lyeth came from a
So it's equivalent.
Really far north.
It's probably like equivalent northwise to like Seattle. If you're just kind of thinking about the world in general.
Okay, this is a good town.
Further north.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a good town. We're at Avon. They tip well. There's handsome soldiers. We're good.
It smells like home here.
Looks kind of nervous.
Oh, get sweetie. They love me.
Cold air, the sea. I missed this.
Prancer, they love me here. So just stick with me, and I'll say you're with me, and they will be fine. You'll be fine.
So the building's primarily made from wood or stone?
A mixture of things. Probably stone.
Okay.
It almost makes me wish for the days when I used to be human.
What?
You used to be human? What? You're a horse person.
Lyath will just gently pat Faure on the arm, probably. It's taller than her.
I was just saying that while we were all around the fire, she was explaining how she used to be human, and the pale blood turned her into what she is.
Gotcha.
I know, but it during this comment, Lyath will give her a little bit, like, I totally understand that.
Oh, I wasn't there for that.
You weren't.
I was too busy playing a liar.
She kind of just rubs the back of her head. When I was back in my own world, I used to be human, got infected with a disease, had to go for some blood healing, and it turned me into what you see today.
You
Very
know,
cool, very cool. Okay.
there are so many people into that kind of thing, though. They are so. I know so many adventurous people. You could probably get a marriage proposal to a noble I know of that's really, really into that.
Looking for a person, a package. Either way works. Where is this person?
So, Draven and Dree are with you guys. They're just gonna kind of they're just letting you process your feelings for a hot minute there. And Draven is going to turn to you. He's gonna give you a piece of paper, and it is a map. Well, there's two maps. There is the city map, and there is a world map. And he's gonna give it to Jade, since you specifically asked for things. And he's gonna first point to the docks. He's like, you will meet my contact here. His name is Kevin. Don't worry. He's very recognizable.
Of course he is.
I don't know if this is metagame. Never mind.
No.
I was gonna say if you want some green.
Probably. And then he's gonna point to south on the world's map to a small to a town called Yake, and it's south and it's close to a gulf. And he's like, and this is a drop point. You'll be delivering the package to a friend of mine. He is a former soldier in my army. His name is Levi.
Okay, makes sense.
And with that, he looks at Tree and he's like, "Thank you all, and good luck." And sort of like with that, like both of the dragons like turn and they fly away, kind of like over
Wait, they turn into actual dragons, or they just like float away?
They kind of like jump into the air as people. And have you guys ever watched Wakfu?
A what?
So it's a cartoon called Wakfu, and like it's kind of almost like their clothes turn into wings, and like as they fly away into the night, you can definitely see the silhouettes of actual dragons.
Call me.
Well, was that necessary?
Call.
Yeah. Thanks for the host. What? Poor Tia, if only you knew. So yeah, you guys have a map and you have a name.
We go find this Kevin person.
So where he had pointed out to where Kevin is definitely, as you guys sort of trudge through the town, you will get a couple of stares from some drunkards, but like nobody seems overly weirded out at the time, and maybe one or two were just kind of be like, I must have the good shit. I saw a lady that was half horse just now. It's like, man, we need to go back there. Yeah. shit.
I'm just waving and seeing to soldiers and people that look like they have money, and blowing kisses,
Someone recognizes you, and it's Tia! Yeah!
By the way, it's T, not Tia.
I know, but this guy's gonna call you
both
Tia.
ways.
Yay! And it's just super excited to see you.
How are you?
He's like, oh, I'm doing great. I'm so glad. You got a show back in town, or what's up?
No other business matters. I'll look into seeing if I can perform again, but I have to see. The last bar did not pay me well enough. I got paid well in tips, but they did not pay my full coverage.
Oh, that would be such a great idea because our morale is really low there. With this war and everything with the orcs up north.
So what you do, you just post on the local post board and just say we would love to see T back in town and performing, and make sure to pay her well. They pay them well.
It's yeah, totally. And he's gonna look at Fraley, and it's she's coming too, right?
No, yeah, she's my drag daughter.
Oh, okay. Well, it's How does any emotions? How is it a construct? Is there a gnome hiding?
It's all the above. Oh. It's all your fantasy. Don't break the fantasy. It's all the fantasies.
Okay. I understand. I understand this. I will not break the illusion. Just
three halflings.
Her name is Prancer. Don't break the illusion. Catwoman, don't break the illusion, okay?
And tabaxi aren't weird to see around here, so, he's
Lyeth will just chuckle and shake her head a little bit, but she won't say anything.
But
she is wearing her best smile too.
Gotcha.
But it was so great to see you. I hope you have a wonderful time. Have a good night. Have a drink.
Thanks.
In my name.
Yeah, no, I'm going to bed. The mister is waiting for me.
No. Go get another drink and just tell people yay, T's back in town.
I gotta be sober. I really have to be sober.
Are you sure? Are you sure you don't need? Aren't you sure you're still thirsty? And I'm gonna use persuasion.
Okay. Oh no, he rolled a straight 17. So he's gonna look at you and he seems really tempted, but he's like, I wish, but...
Oh, you
definitely... Lyeth will tilt her head. Are you sure?
My men are gonna be depending on me tomorrow to help.
Oh, the boys! Tell the boys I said hi.
I will, but to help keep them, alert and alive.
I understand. Just tell the boys I said hi and tell them to relax every so often.
Thank you. And he's gonna give you
Mwah.
a hug.
And do that mwah,
mwah, mwah, and he's gonna leave.
Oh my god, that guy's such a little bastard. He just he thinks one tip and he can just do whatever he wants, but you don't touch the performers.
Bizarre. I'm used to being the center of attention wherever I go.
No, trust me. I'm good, y'all. I got you guys covered. I got you all covered. You're under my protection. I got you all covered.
Riley gives.
We have a job to do. We're supposed to be delivering a thing.
I got you, Catwoman. You have to keep up appearances. You have to be polite in front of bastards and everybody in order to, that's what you do. That's how you do. You socialize.
She gives dirty looks to...
I like you a lot.
Thank you. Oh, thank you, my dark flower. Thank you.
Great. 7, what were you saying?
I was just saying, and we learn things. They seem to be in the middle of a conflict here.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And/or they've got a large standing army. Finding ourselves in the middle of, depending on where we're going.
Mm-hmm. Well, you guys are going south, and they did mention a conflict for the orcs up north.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
No! I'm just kidding.
Gives the dirtiest look.
Sweetie drag daughter just means that you're in training to be a performer. That's all it means.
All right. So with that, you guys continue down. to where the town map was marked. And you find yourself at a small shack with a little crude sign on it that says Kevin's Lake Tours.
The spirits are telling me Kevin is here.
Really, what makes you say that?
Well perceived, friend.
What makes you say that?
Does anyone else
Riley,
smell
the
wet dog?
spirit.
Riley points the sign.
Does anyone else here smell wet dog?
Well, did somebody give you a sign?
No, you see, the spirits speak to me. They're sort of it's my gift.
And the spirits
I'm
gave
very
you.
vague about it.
So the spirits gave you a sign then.
Testing.
Yeah, it's very vague.
We hear
Testing
you.
is my
Can't really
mic.
be
Okay.
quantified.
Okay, I just want to make sure
Yeah,
because
we hear you. As you mentioned, like, wet dogs, you hear some yipping as a whole bunch of wolf pups kind of come out of a little doggy door and greet you all.
No. She's gonna stand on, or they're, well, she right now because drag can stand on something. Nope, you can't. Dog hair all over. No.
Wyeth will
I kiss the dogs.
Wyeth will ball both of her fists and just stare for a moment before just kneeling down and trying to pet all of them. All of them.
All of them.
She will try to pick all of them up. She will gather them all up into her arms and snuggle all of them. Forget being a big scary vampire. She wants to snuggle the warm puppies.
They're all warm puppies and they're all happy to snuggle you. And then the door opens and out walks a gnome. And he's like, "Oh, I heard you guys were coming. Well, these are all of my little brothers and sisters. And that one is Jordan. That one is Sally. That one is Pigeon. That's Patrick. He's my favorite. I'm just kind of babysitting for my parents right now."
Kevin, so good to see you.
Oh,
I'm
Auntie!
How have you been, darling? Mwah, mwah.
Well, I'm getting all of these really weird jobs lately, but that's why you're here, right? So,
We're here to deliver a person.
Yeah,
you're
but
picking up something to deliver, right?
yeah, we're in the courier business now. I'm thinking about changing my middle name to Six. So.
Okay.
I like it.
And he's gonna welcome you guys into his shack of business.
Wyeth will finally.
But he's also gonna like put his finger on his mouth, like in a shh motion. As he
Worried about waking someone up?
yes.
No, well, there's that, but I imagine you're thinking about the fact that the dragon said this was delicate business.
Yes, and unfortunately, he's gonna look up at you, Fraley, and he's like, I don't think you could fit.
What are you talking about? I'm about as on as anyone else here.
It's
He's-
this is a gnome-sized shack.
Oh, right.
Like,
Yeah, well, I can't really stick my head in the door. So yeah, that's true. I could try and lay down, but I don't think that'll work
it's like,
either.
yeah, you can just like block the doorway for everyone if that's cool.
I mean, I imagine I need to hear what's going on as well, and I don't know if anyone would
Absolutely.
accurately convey what was going on. So,
Mhm.
unless anyone has a
What?
unless anyone has a spell that shrink it down.
Right. He's like, we got you. So you guys kind of get into the little gnome hut with Fraley,
Sitting there
like,
comfortably in there.
yeah, getting halfway in there, sort of becoming the door. And first Kevin is going to like pick up a very, very large bag, almost the size of him, and he sort of looks at all of you, and it's like, okay, who wants this?
Wyeth will just step forward and gently
What's
hold her hands out.
You have to explain to us. Is it a child? Because
Well, not in this bag. This is
Oh.
all of his stuff.
oh god.
Diaper bag? Like, what do we got here?
It is a diaper bag.
Oh, nose goes, not it.
It is
Yep.
a diaper.
Give me some rope, and I guess I could tie it to myself.
He's gonna hand it to you, and then he's gonna go and he's gonna have bring a little push a little Moses basket / with some wheels on it towards you guys.
Ew.
And
Ew. Ew.
Inside,
Looks like a lizard.
Oh boy.
It looks like a lizard.
A sleeping weebay with silver hair, and he's definitely a little bit stranger because and when I say I mean like days old.
Lizard.
Well, it's funny
Hold
you
on.
say that because he does in fact
Motherfucker.
he does in fact have his body is partially covered in silver scales.
Oh.
Even worse.
With a tiny little
Oh.
tail with silver
Oh.
hair. You guys can make an Arcana check if you want, or a Nature check.
Well, we've got
I'll
a baby
go-
dragon in our hands.
I'll go
That
with
feels as a bad idea.
nature. Getting all those
I'm not
bads
even
out
gonna
of the
roll
way.
because Jade knows exactly.
Yeah, Jade. He's a half dragon.
Oh, we've got a baby half dragon in their hands.
A silver baby half dragon on your hands. So you're sort of definitely putting together when someone says it's their most precious thing in the world,
Right.
it means literally their most precious thing in the world. And
But this isn't Tree's child, though.
Kevin is like, so just to let you guys know, this is Prince Evan, everyone.
It is Squints. It is that funnel facing motherfucker.
Oh, that's such a terrible
no.
name. I'm renaming it. I'm renaming it.
What
I mean, okay.
kingdom is he going to inherit?
Well, he's like,
Why is he a prince?
because his mom is a princess.
Great. Just
Well,
His name is Cumulus now. His name is
it's
Cumulus.
It's like, well, I mean, his mom
as in the cloud?
and
Exactly, because Final Fantasy and Cloud.
yeah, his eyes kind of sad, and she's like, well, she was a princess.
Great.
That
Till the incident.
that can't be a good thing to be going around. Yeah, I see why he needs the protecting now. Someone off Terra, they might be coming for him.
Why does he need delivering? That's the better question.
Wasn't he already delivered? Because isn't that what happens when they're born? They're delivered.
Well, technically, but I mean, I would see why they would need 5 well-skilled individuals to help with this task now. Like I said, if one was taken out, there's a possibility someone could be gunning for the other. The better question is, why couldn't the dragons do it? Why? What was more important than something that was most precious in the world to him?
I was about to ask the same thing. Wouldn't magical transport be more ideal than what we're doing?
Unless somebody's trucking some magic residue.
Is that even possible?
Yes, it is very possible.
It's
Entirely
possible, but unlikely, especially
No.
in the case of dragons.
No, it's very possible.
I make no comment.
It's very possible. And it's terrible and it's annoying.
Yeah, Kevin says. So, I was kind of informed you guys come from a place that doesn't, like, use actual money. So he's gonna hand...
No, that's a lie. We require lots and lots of money.
No, that's why I'm gonna give... This was given to me to give to you guys, and he's gonna hand
I
you
work for the thrill of the case.
Yeah, he's gonna...
No, I work for gold, lots of gold.
Well, this is to help with your journey, especially since you have to pay a ferry to get off of here. I cannot carry all of you in my boat. It is not that big. As he looks at Fraley, he's like, and as you can see, I am babysitting. As he motions to all of the puppies, like, my parents would be cross with me if I just left these guys.
Right.
Wait, who are your parents then?
He's like, oh, I was raised by wolves.
Obviously. That's just a normal thing.
That's why you're the wild one, Kevin. That's why everybody loves you at the parties.
I know!
Farley just kind of darkly chuckles to herself, and now you're making me look like the horse's arse.
It's cute. But yes, I suppose so.
Kevin, did you want to hit that? Because I can see if she's interested.
Oh man, how does that?
That's a very good question.
Can't be tricky here.
You know, he has to ask. Like, I'm not quite sure how that would work. I am definitely interested in figuring it out.
Well, no, if you pay me enough green, then I might be able to oblige you.
Oh,
Kind of gives it a smile and a wink.
maybe like when you're done with your delivery, you could come back here and we could go to T's show and together or something.
That's if the rest of the townspeople don't draw me in the axe. She glares at T.
Oh, this is an incredibly chill town. Like we've had like especially with both King Marcus the First and Draven in charge, we've just had like it's just been a really good town for us weirdos.
Oh yes, Marcus.
I've heard that before.
But yeah, it's been a great town. So it's a good life here for us.
I have heard that before.
Mm-hmm.
Better to be filled with weirdos than to be destroyed, I say.
Oh, absolutely. And he's like, well, and he pushes the basket. He's like, here's your baby.
We cannot call that the wrong.
Kind of die because everyone's busy discussing things, and she'll just very gently take the basket.
Just make a sling for it. It's gonna be easier to carry that way.
I don't have body heat.
It's also a silver dragon.
It's good with cold.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But yeah, no, if you want to make a sling, there's definitely some...
I mean, she doesn't know anything about the silver dragon, so...
Yeah,
someone would have to
if you
explain
guys
that
do
to
want to
her.
make a sling, there would definitely be, some material for that, like, both in his basket and in his diaper bag.
Diaper bag.
I guess Riley will sigh, squint, and do that, and she'll carry both the bag and the baby. She'll just tie them on random parts of herself, and it'll be fine.
Exactly.
It's fine.
I mean, you guys literally have your horse lady to carry things. We don't have to worry about carrying capacity at all.
But so. Anyways, Kevin, you talk about payment, right? Payments.
It's like, okay, he hands you a bag, and there is 15 platinum in there.
Mine.
And 200 gold.
Mine. Okay, thank you.
We need that for any fairs.
Yeah, sure. I'm the treasurer.
Whatever's left over, you can have us.
I nominate myself as the treasurer. Here's my campaign speech. I can be the treasurer. I'm really good at money. The end. I win. There's nobody else running against me. I won the election.
But what if we vote against the idea of treasurer?
No. I'm the treasurer. How much gold was it again, Val?
200.
Thank you.
If you have any mysteries that need solving, actually mysteries, that would be great if you called me. Not a lot of
we'll need to solve the mystery.
You know what? Now I know
actual utopia.
I know a drag performer named Miss Teresa, so I don't think that's gonna work. And there's also, and I know another drag performer named Mister Lopez, like mystery, but like Lopez and Mister Lopez. So a lot of drag performers choose mystery for their name and like nicknames and stuff, and it's just overdone. I can't stand those people.
No, as in a criminal case.
He's like, well, there might be jobs later. I don't know. I just run a tour business. There was a weird cave like on the island that I'm totally barred from. Maybe when you get back, you can solve that for me.
Great.
I'm gonna just go ahead and dip out of the house and stand outside so she can tie these things to herself.
Count the gold. Okay.
It's like, anyway, you guys probably got about, 30 minutes to get on the first ferry out of the last ferry for the night, to get across the lake, so...
Well, across the lake we go, then.
And I can't travel during the day, so let's get moving.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Would I know how much it costs for the ferry? Since I've been here.
Yeah, so it's gonna be, 2 gold for each of you with because the centaur will be extra carrying weight, it'll be extra. You're.
Centaur is like 3 people.
Yeah, it's kind of
Okay.
like
No,
it's kind of
divided
like buying an extra seat
Only
on an
like
airplane
2 people,
when,
actually.
when you
Yeah.
don't fit into
It's
one.
by weight, and
Yeah.
the centaur, a centaur would be like 3 people.
Yeah.
Okay, so who is the do we meet the ferryman? Is that who we pay? Who,
Well, there's
Lyath-
dots. Yeah.
But before you get to the ferry, Lyath holds up a hand. It's like, we can reduce the cost.
Oh no, sweetie, I'm already working on that. Trust me.
Lyath
Don't worry
turns
about
into a bat and lands on T's shoulder.
I mean, I was gonna do something else, but I mean, if you want to be hang out like that, that's cool. I actually like that aesthetic. I'm gonna go. I could be a spooky, ookie, ding dang dookie drag performer. Oh my god, yes, yes. Oh, it matches my eyes. Anyways, are we at the ferry yet?
Sure.
Okay. T's ties the corset a little tighter and pulls out hand mirror, double checks everything, makes sure everything's in order. Okay.
Does T have large horns at all? Or a
He
small horn?
has there should be a picture in the chat. I also have it as my icon right now in Roll20 that you can see of T.
Oh.
I got
No
a commission.
Mhm.
No, she's got horns.
Or
She's
Yeah,
got black
Oh, I-
horns.
they go back and curl forward.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
So
Yeah.
she's gonna go up to the whoever's
Lyath's probably holding on to
taking the
one
charge.
of
Like, hi, love. So it's me, T. I'm back in town. I just need you to let us in. Thanks.
The ferryman is a very, very large lady.
Yeah, that's fine.
I say that because it's just gotten to that point of largeness. Not to fat shame anyone, but it's just gotten to that point. Like she's probably a half Goliath part Goliath.
Oh,
as well. She is very
There's no
old.
restriction to me using charm in bat form.
I'm using charm person right now.
Yeah, she's very large, and old, and
No,
so charm
that's
person.
fine.
Can I use charm to
love
give her charm an advantage?
No, that's okay. I
No,
don't
she'll
need
be
this.
fine.
Yeah.
She's gonna turn and look at you, tired, sunken eyes.
Nice.
What's your spell save?
My spell save is 16.
Okay. She fails. She's gonna look at you and she's like, "Oh, hi."
Hey, sweetie. So, remember me? T came into town. Oh my gosh, you've been. Oh my gosh. I don't care what they say. You just been looking so good with just, thick woman, right? That's just one of my things. It's one of my things. So good. I love thick women.
Is this
Anyways.
really necessary?
She's a granny age.
Oh,
She's an old.
That's okay, sugar mama. So
Yeah.
sugar mama. I just need.
We could steal the
my friend
ferry.
Todd.
We could do any number of other things.
We just need to get on sugar mama. Thanks.
She's like, "Oh, of course, dear. Whatever you need." And she just sort of waves you on.
Thank you. Bye.
And when I say ferry, it's a very large boat that's meant to ferry people from you Omega, you live in the PNW, Or you did. So you kind of know, like, whenever you're kind of going from, like, Seattle to Orcas Island or stuff like that, like, that's that kind of ferry. It's a big boat.
Yes.
With, like, even rooms that you could get, because it takes a while to go across kind of thing. It's about a 4-hour journey across the water. But you guys are bored. Again, there's not too many people on, and whoever is probably, like, bedded down in their rooms.
Are there people up deck?
Yeah.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, presenting tea.
There's nothing to see here.
Wait.
We're just passing through. We're delivering something.
No.
Right, especially don't pay this person.
I don't know who this person is. Go away. Okay.
Also, she stole her ticket. See y'all later.
To be on with the show.
The baby starts crying.
At this point, Lyeth is going to flutter over to Starcatcher and just, like, settle down near the baby. And
the baby is starting to cry.
Okay.
And trying to nuzzle the baby, trying to get it to stop crying because doesn't want to cause a scene.
Okay, well, I'm
Over there.
using thaumaturgy to brew my voice as she starts singing and performing.
Yeah, it's probably why the baby's crying.
Yeah, exactly. Doesn't matter. I don't care about the baby.
Riley's gonna see if she can get below deck to get away from the noise.
It takes you
because it irritates her too.
Geronimo, make it fun line like dominoes.
Lyeth is going to move over the centaur and change back where no one can see her, and she's going to move over to the baby and cast silence using a key point.
Of course.
That works.
That works. We're just gonna say that works. But I mean, like, this child is clearly distraught at this moment. Real quick, Seven, what are you doing?
I'm gonna keep an eye on things, probably where the commotion is happening. They've got the baby under control, so.
Can I make a performance check to see if people are into this?
Yes.
It's a sad state when you have to rely on the vampire to keep the baby under control.
But yeah, like, there are people that are into it. You get thrown some silver, some copper, and a couple gold pieces.
How much?
All together, like, with silver, copper, and gold together, the worth would be about 5 gold.
Thank you.
Great.
And a big, you keeping key with the baby? Okay. A big, and then as you guys are kind of settling down and getting settled on the boat, wherever you're calming this baby, who's still distraught, probably needs some of his needs taken care of, the horn toots for the ferry, and it begins to it takes off. It sets sail. It's more of like a tugboat, like a Mississippi River tugboat kind of thing. As it shoves off into towards the next town across the water. Is there anybody, like, outside looking at anything outside?
Too busy performing and getting that coin. Dollar bills, y'all.
Yeah. Shan, you might notice if you kind of glance off to the side, possibly, like, a silhouette.
Lyeth is very alert and looking around.
Yeah, okay, so, like, both of you would probably just sort of notice, like, sort of around the ferry boat, not very threatening, but, like, in the water, especially kind of when you guys get, like, midway to the lake. You just see the silhouette in the water of a long-necked monster, just sort of following like a whale would follow. It'll peek its head out, and it's a plesiosaurus, she she gives a little as she, like, goes back into the water. Like, this is her lake, and she's not hostile or anything. It's just
pick up 3 gold and 50 silver from the gold that's being thrown, and like toss it to the creature.
No. That's mine. I already collected it.
She did already collect it.
Yeah. Tiefling already collected. You do not steal a drag performance tips. I will initiate combat.
Okay. You can try and sleight of hand it.
As many of the passengers as I can for any suspicious activity or any reason they might want to attack the half-dragon baby.
Like most of them are either kind of like super into the plesiosaur or into tea. It's pretty late in the evening, so a lot of people have taken it upon themselves to like go into like a little like into the hostel area of the ship and nap.
I'm still looking through their stuff.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and like roll stealth to see if you can do it stealthily. And then an investigation to see what you find.
I think Lyle will do the same.
Okay.
She's gonna do it a little more passively. Should I use perception to look for anything outwardly?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and do your perception.
Stealth?
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, Jade, as you were kind of getting to, like, your last thing that you're looking through, there is a human woman who also has, like, a baby swaddled, or, a human woman, I would say, who also has her baby swaddled, and you sort of... She turns and she looks at you and she's like, "Excuse you. Why are you going through my stuff, cat?"
Oh, I just dropped my wallet. And I pick up a wallet. May or may not be mine. I was like, I'll just be going. Sorry about that. And I just sort of walked.
Maik was doing nothing.
Yeah, and it's not so much as it's a baby, it's like a toddler that she has. And with your 23 investigation, you probably you look at this toddler. It's a girl, and it's a half elf, and she's very dark skinned. And just sort of like there. Probably, just saying, might be somebody you guys know.
Shower.
Oh boy.
Yeah, probably while they're doing this, I'm mostly just standing there watching. For anyone who starts displaying any unusual, like, the people who start like shifty eyes looking around, or acting like they're planning something kind of thing. But I also like take a walk around the ferry itself.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously it's not huge to the point where it would take like hours to walk around or anything like that. But and I would probably turn on my divine sense and just feel out any potential presence other than our vampire friend.
Yeah. So go ahead and link your divine sense real quick. And I just have to look up something.
That is not behind total cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as I said, I just turn it on and kind of like have a walk around kind of thing.
Yeah. Just trying to see what this word. Okay. So you can just do. You don't sense any celestial fiends or undeads within any.
Crap.
Yeah, other than your vampire friend.
Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just I'm getting a feel for the place, seeing if there's any anything that makes my detective senses go off. Essentially,
right.
And does Rava, or not Rava, Lyath notice anything? It's not Rava, it's Lyath.
Rava might notice something, but Leia.
Do I give off an aura? Because I don't know if tieflings do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Leith. Sorry, I keep saying your name wrong. She, as she's just kind of looking around, there comes a point where, You look over the edge and you look at the plesiosaur, and the plesiosaur actually starts to seem a little uneasy. And she sort of quickly goes under the water, and you can, but that's what you notice. Like, not kind of like in that, like it's running away from something.
I have going to glance around. Is there anyone looking at her?
Are any characters looking at her?
Yeah.
You guys?
At the moment? Is anyone looking at her?
Fryla went down as far as she can to take care of the child.
Lyeth will step to one side, turn into mist as soon as she's in a place where no one can really see her. She'll move to the top of the ferry, reform, and look around.
Okay.
With a better...
She is a vampire. She can do that once.
Okay.
Yeah. She is a vampire.
Mist person.
You look around. Now I would like you to roll investigation, please. What is your dark vision, by the way?
120 feet.
Yeah. And what are
my investigation is terrible, though.
Yeah, I know. But you are investigating, so that's why you have to roll investigation.
Yeah.
Whether it's terrible or not.
Oh, that wasn't a terrible roll, though.
No, it wasn't, actually. And what else? Like Seven and Jade. Like, are you guys also kind of like being active? Well, other than Jade, who was is now face to face with the, as you were going through her child's toys, and you pull out a giant rubber snake.
Sorry.
And this tiny little half-drow child is staring you down with the harshest glare ever.
That is mine!
This
that
doesn't
is
seem
mine,
suspicious.
how dare you?
I'm just...
And
so
she holds out her hands,
it squeaks, give it back.
I sort of wave an official-looking piece of paper. I'm like, I've got perfectly good reason to be here. You're not suspicious. Have it back. But I'm definitely legally within my bounds to do this. So
she furrows her whole face at you as she grabs her giant toy snake and just and walks away from you.
Maybe I should investigate the adults first.
But
and watching the crowds and watching for any signs of suspicious activity.
Can you just say that again? I had a hard time hearing you.
I just said I'd probably be back on the deck, higher place, looking around, watching the more adult people that are meandering around looking for suspicious activity.
And what was your investigation? It was a 16, and did you roll anything earlier? Well, you rolled and you noticed the plesiosaur. I'll have you roll another perception for me. 7.
Perception, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, you don't
I'm
notice
big
shit.
with the tens today.
Our vampire friend, as you're on the deck, you see out of the corner of your eye, sort of towards the bow, a slimy green hand on the railing. And then peeking over a hag.
Does the hag see Lyeth?
She's not, she's definitely not looking at you. In fact, her eyes are more glared at this little half-drow girl with her snake. And I have to pee. I'll be right back.
Is it lava?
What we say in the Dragonstone campaign, you're the protagonist.
Damn it, Rava.
Rava cannot escape the protagonist syndrome. Oh my god.
No, she can't.
What is this?
So basically,
This is beautiful.
the sequel to Home will be played Dragonstone for a year. Her character Rava has like for some reason like everything's been revolving around her by accident. So she's we just joke that she's the protagonist.
Yeah, she's a neutral evil drow, and for some reason she's a protagonist. Like, everyone else in the party is good. Some shade of good or neutral. And Rava is just the only evil one, the only one who really doesn't want to be there. And it's like... somehow...
It's like she can say she's the evil one. Ajax did way more evil shit than her.
I know, right?
As a true neutral, he did way more evil shit than her.
It's more of an evil of ideals rather than evil of pure action, because Rava's very practical.
My good line character thinks Ajax is the most evil shit ever, and he's not.
I know, right?
He's
It's
just
hilarious.
looking out for his people. That's the thing. Like,
And that's why it's not an evil action, because of the justification behind it.
it's like, oh, this guy's a duke. Okay, stab him in the leg.
Yeah, Rava was the only one who was okay with, like, torturing a hostage. She
would've
straight up started doing that, and,
To be
no one
honest,
stopped her.
To be honest, he was so pissed off, he would have slowly taken off that Duke's body parts one by one,
No,
starting
not
with
the
fingers and toes.
Not the Duke, the drow they captured in,
Didn't he also stab the drow?
No, she stabbed the drow. She stabbed him in the knee with an arrow.
Yes,
With the
I remember
obligatory
that.
cut.
Are we talking about...
We're
anyway,
talking about how Rava's protagonist syndrome.
Yeah, it does have protagonist syndrome. As her first traumatizing moment is about to happen, as one of these hags, a second one kind of comes over and doesn't go necessarily after Rava,
She's still performing.
but for any of you who can have pretty good hearing, you definitely hear an ear-piercing scream as one of these hags.
I was gonna do something, but
I just you I'll give you a chance here in a second. Claws at the nearest adult by this small child, which just happens to be her mother.
I'm just standing like a few feet away at this
I'd
point.
like to point out that her mother is the
It's like,
drow.
huh.
Oh, her
Not
mother is the drow. Okay,
Yeah.
so we're gonna say, well, her father could also be her mother. I'm just saying.
That's true. That's true.
At the nearest, at
Her
the
mother
parent.
wasn't intended to be that way, but okay.
It is now.
So your human parent, we'll say, the human parent of this small drow, which is a man, gets mauled by this hag, and it's time to roll initiative, guys.
I was actually gonna cast minor illusion at the hag as soon as she
Hold-
popped up,
Yeah.
but create like a
Like
firework.
you all hear this guy sort of.
Oh, so we all hear it. I was
Yeah,
just
you
trying
guys all hear it. The small child is screams. So yeah.
Oh, I should probably actually whatever.
Wait, what did that roll? Squint.
That's more like it.
Hold on, that should be a 19.
Okay.
That's not a 10.
It says it's a 19. I'm just gonna go off what I see anyway, so don't. Spirit
well.
and Spirit, even or odds?
Even.
Okay, the vampire's gonna go first. And they have that.
I mean, he technically has a 21. He had to re-roll it on the tracker.
So they get 17. Okay, so we have Jade. Vampire. Sorry if I can't remember your names at the same time. Centaur. Hags. Who is that? Who's next? Oh. 7. And then T. Okay. Jade, you're really close to this parent and this child, so you immediately see this hag jump out and like maul this poor human who you can't tell was a male or a female at first. This human parent.
So I'm gonna turn around and slowly draw my weapon and be like, is there any chance we could resolve this like non-violently? Why do you want to kill this child again?
The hag looks at you.
Or this adult,
or whatever. The hag looks at you and it's like, you can live if you just look away while I take these scrumptious babies.
Really? You're just randomly eating babies?
She looks at you like...
Protagonists are the most delicious!
She looks at you, she goes, I'm a hag.
Eating babies is kind of what I do.
Really?
I'm a hag.
Well, I will look at her closely and try to insightful fighting, I guess.
Okay.
Right. Doot.
You have
that's
to
not bad.
roll deception versus 24.
Yeah.
It's my deception?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Insightful fighting.
Deception.
You roll an insight, sets the DC.
Yeah,
versus-
that's successful because it's an 18 for her.
Yep.
Okay. I sort of see how she's holding herself and got a good beat on what she's doing. I'm like, okay, just stab right there. And attempt to stab it. Well, 17 hit?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Deals a solid 25 damage. That's the sneak attack, is 13.
The sneak attack's a 13.
Is the way I
that you
did
your
it.
macro? Okay, cool, sweet. You go up and you stabby her, as this small child sees you rescue her, stabby. You do a significant amount of damage on her, but it doesn't.
And then I wave around a blank piece of paper for a bit and yell, "Constable's office, we're here to take care of the problem." And then quickly put it away.
Is it psychic paper?
No, it's just blank piece of paper.
It should be psychic paper. You need to go ask the doctor to borrow it.
Okay. And is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Cool. It is now our vampire's turn. You see 2 hags. You see the one that Jade just stabbed, and you see one that's hanging over the railing. Like, sort of behind her.
Okay. So, I'm going to shadow step behind the hag that is coming up. Is there enough place to shadow step next to the or behind the hag that's coming up over the railing?
Not
the one
if
that's
you shadow stepped behind her, you would be in the water.
Okay, so next to in her blind spot.
Yeah, you can be like on the side of her. Like you're coming out of the shadows, she does not expect it.
Yeah, I'm probably coming out of her shadow.
Essentially, yeah.
And I am going to punch the hell out of her.
Okay.
Ah, vampire.
So this is, I'm assuming this is also a sneak attack.
Yeah.
Do I get sneak attack on both hits?
No. Sneak attack is for
you can only apply sneak attack once per turn.
Yeah, once per turn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's see. And I do get advantage, right, on all of my attacks?
Because you're in the dark, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you currently have advantage.
Yeah.
Because you're...
Okay, so this is the first attack.
Hits. Okay.
Then I'm gonna flurry of blows.
Okay.
So I'm going to hit.
And you had advantage on that, so
Damage.
congratulations.
And then
so flurry of blows is definitely 2 of them. So
yeah. Does that hit?
the 17 hits.
Okay. And then I get another attack as a monk.
Yep.
Okay.
Jeez.
It's cool. Yeah, you do a substantial she's still up. But you do a substantial amount of damage on her.
Just all of these horrible claw slashes, and just she turns and there's just these glowing, very angry eyes.
And the hag is like, "Oh no!"
Well, you're scary.
I
I'll
didn't
just go
expect
in.
this to happen.
You can deal with the rest
And
of
there's
this.
like still shadows dripping off of her.
Yeah. Oh god.
Really want to do this?
Right, and then
Can I use a free action?
cool. So Freely, you're below deck, right?
Yeah.
Roll perception for me, please.
Sure. Hold on. There we go. Yay, this is gonna go great.
You have negative? Oh.
No. I have
Okay.
0.
Yeah, actually, you notice a sound on the side of the wall as you sort of look towards the window that is open for the nice sea breeze air, as the head of this hag pops through, cackling maniacally. I smell something delicious.
How far away is the hag?
I mean, she's 10 feet from you.
Okay, cool. Freyla will put the baby back in the sling, draw her sword, and I'll go ahead and post this. It's she's gonna use her bonus action to transform her sword into a bow, and she's gonna shoot the hag in the face.
Okay.
Makes sense.
You did not have advantage, but a 16 does hit.
Cool. Either way. It does
Ooh, nice.
7 slashing and 7 acid.
Yeah. Okay, so what's 14 total?
Half of her damage is half of the damage is acid because of her blood gem.
Spooky acidic centaur.
She could take a long rest and change the damage types.
Right. All right. Cool. So that one. Okay. Nice. All right. You do that much damage. Do you have anything else you want to do?
Actually, yes. I will make another attack.
Okay. Yeah. 22 definitely hits.
For another 4 acid and 4 slashing.
All right. Cool.
And that will be all.
All right then. It is now their turn, and we're gonna first start with the one that is with Jade.
Oh, stab the scary vampire lady, not me.
Well, no, you just stabbed her. So there's 2 of them right there. You just stabbed her, so she is definitely going to come after you.
Great.
Where is her? Okay, and she is going to give you a Excuse me. She is going to give you a death glare.
That does not sound friendly.
As you do this, and go ahead and roll a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
That's a good idea.
She stares you down, like, and you kind of almost feel for like a hot second like the life is about to be sucked out of you. But luckily,
That's
like, you just sort of, like, you know, you shake it off, and it's not so bad. I mean, just the chill is still there. Like, you know, that the chill of awfulness is still there. But you manage to shake it off. And even though that happened, she is going to come after you with her claws.
Great.
Does a natural 20 hit you?
No, not at all. I'm immune to... No, just kidding. Yes, it hits me.
Okay. And you're going to take... just 9 slashing damage from that.
Oh. Ow. Could you not, lady?
I want my snacks, you silly pussy!
That's rude.
And,
also, have you considered a non-baby alternative food source?
So we're gonna go to the one that is sort of barely hanging off the railing now, engaged with our monk, and she is going to also slash at you. And she misses. There's no way that she hits. In fact,
Lyath just grabs the attack with her claws, right? Just grabs her hand midair and just like starts twisting her wrist back and just leans forward like, you don't want to be here.
Yeah, I'm gonna have you I'm gonna have that as a reaction on your part, to do a grapple to see if you can actually do that. So it's a straight up strength.
It's not a strength save, it's just strength.
Yeah, just straight up strength.
Oh, well then, okay!
Ooh, here we go. And yeah, you officially, like, grapple her wrist. And that is your reaction, just to let you know.
Can I grab her throat with my other hand?
No, no.
Darn.
You just have the one thing. But yeah, there's that. And then we're gonna go to the one that's down deck with Spirit, and she is with her coven. Is going to cast Ray of Sickness on you.
Which is a con save?
Yeah, let me look it up real quick. I don't have them, like, officially dragged on, sorry.
It's fine.
Because I just decided on this encounter.
Yeah, no worries.
Why
I
is
hear
it not...
funny sounds. I have a puppy right here, and he's got his chin on my lap, and I can't resist.
Aw, puppy.
Cause he's so cute.
Sorry, Ray of Sickness is one of the ones that the compendium just does not seem to want to keep in its... Even though it's...
Yeah, it's a con save.
Yeah, it's a con save.
Yeah, I figured.
For a 12, and their spell save is... Intelligence. You're not gonna make it, because it's 12 plus their int, so... Just double checking her stats. Yeah, it was a 13 to make, unfortunately, so you're gonna take the poison damage for that.
Yep. You poison me, it'll be fine.
You're going to give me that tasty little morsel, as you take 10 poison damage.
10?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, this is bad.
And...
Also, as soon as I become damaged, I go into a rally.
Okay. Plus fear with revengeful retaliation. When an image reduces your hit points with an attack skill and harmful effect, you enter a blood rally. Rallying the next successful melee weapon attack. Okay. Alright, cool. Cool beans. Jamie works really hard on his classes. Alright, so with that said, we're going to the last hag who is coming over the railing behind T.
There are 4 of them?
There are 4.
Oh.
T, you definitely... I need you to roll perception for me, please, to see if you notice her coming up from behind you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I hope you're not at disadvantage or anything because of the singing.
No.
Well, if she
I heard
didn't,
the scream.
Yeah, if she didn't
fair enough.
notice, she would be
They
at
heard the
disadvantage.
scream.
But you do, like, you heard the child scream, you heard the man scream, and then you hear the scratching behind you, and you turn around as this hag comes and, like, slashes at your face. Does a 17 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay. And that would be for 13 slashing damage.
Also Hellish Rebuke in
Okay.
response to that.
Okay. She probably does not make that. She does not make that.
All right, so she'll take 13 fire damage. So basically, because she got slashed during her during their performance, they like their golden eyes turn red, and then like just like fire just heats off from where the wound is and like from their body, and just like goes onto the hag.
Nice, beautiful, great.
And you said 11, right?
13.
13 for me. Okay.
13
right.
Slashing damage. Alright, cool. That is their turn. It is now Seven's turn. Seven, you probably definitely see the one that has, like, slashed at your friend and just took some fire damage.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, given where I am, I'm going to probably go for that one first. Just because it's in line of sight. So I'll rush up to it, rapier drawn. Charged up, kind of like swirling around in the air with a crackling energy surrounding it as I rush up, and I will strike it with my rapier. 26.
Definitely hits.
Okay. Hitting it with the booming blade as well. And I'm going to dump a level 2 Divine Smite into it.
Okay.
For number 12.
Yay.
So that's 24, 28.
28 damage. Yay. She's still up, though.
That's a paladin.
Yeah, that is a paladin. She is actually still up. Not, she's looking awful. Than normal. But she is a hag. She always looks awful. But
And
yeah.
I'm also going to, since I know that, my bird is over with the centaur and the baby, I'll just say through it, not knowing that there's one attacking her as well, I would say, just basically hags on the deck could be coming for the babies.
Okay.
And that's it.
Right. It is now T's turn.
Oh my god, you better not have messed up my outfit, darling. And
It looks like shit anyway.
Oh.
I would take
It's like, did you get that at a thrift store?
Okay, first off,
Hag is dead.
what's the distance I am from each of the hags? I'm basically center deck, I'm assuming.
Yeah, you're 5 feet from the one that clawed you, and then from the one that's on the railing with Rava, that one is probably about 45 feet from you, and then we'll say that Jade and Rava, excuse me, you're vampire, but Rava is also there. The one that's with Jade, and they would be probably about 25 feet from you.
Okay, I'm just trying to freaking see the distance on this. Okay. Hold on, I'm trying to read something because I had to change my plan because I used Hellish Rebuke, so sorry. So 3 then, right?
Yeah, you see 3 of them.
Okay, so because this has a 60-foot range, I'm gonna cast Hold Person at 4th level so I can get 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
I was getting worried there.
Can you link Hold Person?
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
Okay. You notice that it doesn't work.
That would imply that they're humanoids.
Great. Perfect. Lovely. Okay. Yeah, sure. All right. I can't use a bonus action because I used my reaction, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, no, you can have a bonus action. Like your reaction.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, you can use your reaction's not your bonus action. It's a reaction. Like everyone gets a reaction technically.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just want to make sure. I forget how that works.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It happens.
There's a lot of.
Okay, so then, how many people can I do this for? Hold on, give me a sec. Oh wait, no, I can do up to.
I was gonna say you visibly can only see 4.
No, it's okay. I have enough to do it for all of us that are up on deck. So, she's just gonna like, darling, you think I'm barbaric and I cast a spell and I am even more beautiful and gorgeous, but only to my party members because you guys look at me and I'm like even more desirable than I was before. You each, and then so Liaf?
Yeah, Liaf.
7, and Jade and me get additional 5 temporary hit points because they're all within 60 feet of me.
Yeah.
Right, I'll take that.
Right. And now we're at the top of the round with Jade.
We each gain 8 temporary hit points.
Oh, is it 8? Oh, you're...
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
each
right,
of them gains 5 and then increases to 8 at 5th level.
You're right. My apologies. I forgot the increase. I forgot on level 7.
Yeah. And any of us can use our reaction to move up to our speed.
Yep.
There you go.
But I don't think that's necessary.
No.
Yeah, I don't... Not on deck here, but the hit points are nice.
Yes.
Indeed.
Already here.
So
But
given
I'm very attractive.
yes, indeed,
Fabulous
very
job.
attractive. So given these hags do not look like they're going to not try to eat the babies, I think stabbing is the appropriate course of action here.
Yeah, stab those baby eaters.
Lasai.
I mean, yes.
You look good.
Yes.
That'll hit. That's another 19 damage.
Yes, it is. And that is to the first one. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. 19. Still up. No, wait. Yes, still up. Barely up. Barely up.
At least just find babies somewhere else. Like, come on, man. Not
Or woman, whatever you are.
person. Human. No,
Hag.
hag. Person. Person works.
Person doesn't work because I tried to hold person and didn't work.
Yeah. She kind of looks at you and she's like, I promise not to eat babies if you let me go.
Lies!
Is that a binding contract of some kind?
I promise not to eat babies tonight if you let me go.
I mean, I'm okay with this. I don't really want to deal with a whole bunch of... Wait, there are more of you, aren't there? That's a terrible idea.
But yeah, it is now, Liath's turn.
With the monk, it's 1 additional attack, so I can claw and bite, right? Or bite and claw.
So...
Or do I have to restrain first?
you have, first of all, you have her grappled, so you have 1 arm. You can still do an armed attack with, you can do an unarmed attack with your head. You could headbutt her. Like, I imagine that headbutting is fine. As far as, like, using your vampire bite, if you use your bite attack, you cannot... I am going to rule that you can't follow up with your monk flurry of blows and things like that.
But I do have just 2 standard attacks as a monk.
Yes.
Though.
Yes.
Okay. So, I mean, I can't flurry after a bite, obviously, but if I were to attack afterwards.
Yeah.
Vlad's just gonna try and rip her throat out.
Okay. She tastes disgusting. Go ahead and roll, please.
She's grappled, so I think I'm at advantage?
Yes. You bite her neck, and you go ahead and target's hit point maximum is reduced. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, 20 damage, and her maximum is reduced by 11.
Well, as you rip her throat out, I mean, you sort of also take, like, her esophagus and you drag it out, as well as, like, her windpipe, because she is dead.
She's gonna spit that out real quick and toss the hag overboard and wipe her mouth and just be like, oh.
Like, it is just, it tastes like freshwater seaweed and fish and poop and all of the worst things imaginable.
It tastes like rotten fish.
Yes, it's exactly tastes like rotten fish. Yes.
Like, Rava's going to look at the other hag that's being stabbed and stuff, and just with this hateful look, just drenched in blood. Or Lyath, not Rava. Let me say.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so used to playing Rava. I've been playing her for a year. I haven't pulled Lyath out since.
Come on, Lyath. Let's go. Let's do this.
So yeah, that's it. I mean, unless I can hit the other hag. Can I hit the other hag?
You have a shit ton of movement. You can move there.
Oh yeah. In that case, she's just going to zoom over to the other hag and just wind up and bam. Mm-hmm. Really hard.
Go ahead. A 15. You hit.
She's engaged with another in combat with another person. I'm assuming I'm behind her. Would that be advantage?
It would be advantage and sneak attack.
Ooh.
Or unless you already applied sneak attack. No, you didn't. Sorry.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
8, 9. The horse still outmoves.
And then you plummet this one to death as well.
Like just you see a claw just go through her chest. Mm-hmm. And just lift her in the air and swing her overhead and just into the water.
That's what you see, Jade. That's also what this small toddler sees, and now we all know why Rava is the way she is now.
And Ryan just shakes her gauntlet a few times.
I'll just take my leave here.
How do you like that you traumatized your own character?
Oh, I love it! I love it! Can I traumatize her more?
So,
please, let me.
It is now Fraley's turn.
She's gonna okay, no, I was making sure I wasn't muted. She'll use her bonus action to transform her sword, draw out another long sword, and is it possible to get closer?
Yeah, she's hanging out the window. You can stab her face.
Yeah, I'll step into melee range and definitely stab her in the face.
Okay.
I gotta make sure that I use the right attack. Yay.
23 does hit. Yes.
Cool. She takes 4 slashing, 4 acid. I do gain 7 temporary HP. Mm-hmm. Crap. I accidentally hit the wrong thing. But also, because of my Carol rune, I get to roll a 1d4.
Go ahead.
And add more to it.
Okay. She's still awake? Alive?
So, it's looks like I didn't even take acid damage.
That's
I
true.
get the exact same number back.
Yep.
It's great. And then I'm gonna hit her one more time.
Okay.
With my sword.
12 misses.
And then I will, because I am two weapon fighting now, I'm using both a weapon in each hand. I will use my bonus action to swing with my offhand.
And you miss.
Cool. And that's it.
All right. We are now at the 2 remaining hags' turns. We'll turn to the one that is hanging out the window, and she is going to, now that you are also in melee range, she will claw you. Does a 17 hit you?
17 meets.
Meets, then it hits you. She's clawing it. She's going after the baby, but you, like, hold up, like, your forearm to sort of, like, block her, and she's gonna, like, clash the shit out of your arm.
I imagine that she's set up the sling so the baby face is on her back.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, and that would be for 7, 8, 9, 12 damage.
12, so I only take 2. Cool.
Yeah, 12 damage. And then we have the one engaged with Tia, who is also still there, and she is going to go ahead, and Tia, she's going to give you a death glare.
Hold on.
So please make a wisdom saving throw.
Give me one
Excuse me.
Yeah, give me a sec. No, I can't. That's an action. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, wisdom save. Let me see. Yeah.
You are...
Hold on.
That's a 9. And
You're reduced to 0 hit
you
points.
are now reduced to 0 HP.
Okay.
Oh, you actually are. Oh, that's unfortunate.
I mean, the name is Death Glare, so.
Yeah.
I thought I had something, but I don't remember. No, I probably don't.
Yeah, no, it's you are dropped to 0 hit points now.
Yeah, no, I was just making sure I didn't have a resistance to something. Okay, no, it's something else. Okay.
Yep. Alright. 7, you watch as this hag glares down your drag queen friend, and she falls down to her knees and then, like, face forward. As this hag is standing there.
I'm assuming the one thing I did dropped as well.
Yeah. Your inspiration drops. Yeah.
Yeah, basically Mantle of Inspiration. So you guys lose those hit points, sorry.
Alright,
Okay.
7.
All right. Seeing her go down, this hag probably isn't looking too good at this point, right?
Yeah, she's looking a little rough.
All right. So that she's no longer a danger, I'm going to take her out first, and I'll just look down to the tiefling, at my feet and say, "Hold on, I'll be right with you," and I'll attack the hag.
All right, 27 hits.
27.
Yep.
And I'm going to go all out on her just to try to finish her off.
Mm-hmm.
For another 7, and then another Divine Smite with my other Paladin spells. For another, it's not great, 8.
Yeah, you bring down your rapier on her, and with the Divine Smite and everything, you just hear ka-chow as she literally just disintegrates into nothingness.
All right.
And
And then I'm
screams
gonna
horribly.
move
I was
Yeah,
just
I'll move over and
hungry!
I'm melting! Oh, what a
Yeah,
horrible...
essentially.
hopefully for justice.
If you weren't going to make that joke, I had to.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna stand kind of defensively over T and wait for the next round.
Alright. T, go ahead and make your death save, please.
Yeah. This is the first thing I ever had to do. Oh, I failed that.
You did fail that death save. That is a fail on that. Okay.
Got one. Yeah.
Jade, it's your turn. You can definitely, as far as you guys are concerned, there's no immediate danger, because the only one that is still alive is the one that's engaged with Fraley at the moment. So unless you guys know, like, we're still going a round of combat, just to
So,
yeah.
first step would be, did I see any other babies on the main deck?
I mean, yeah, there are other children around. Most of them have been scooped up. I lost my D20, guys. That's why I'm on the floor. Most of them have scooped up their children and are kind of running away, obviously, from the fight, except for the small half drow child who is standing there holding her snake, terrified.
Okay, so since I know that this is a baby-eating sort of scenario, and we are tasked with delivering a baby, I'm gonna immediately start running down below decks.
Okay, and you're gonna use your entire movement speed?
Yeah, which is 60 feet.
Cool.
I'm
You go down there, and you don't reach Fraley and the hag, but you definitely see them engaged with the hag halfway out of the window, and Fraley and the baby on Fraley's back, crying.
Oh, hey, Farah,
Fraley.
Fira, whatever your name is.
If you have to, just call me
hags.
Star, damn it. Damn it
There's
all.
hags trying to eat the babies.
Yes, I'm quite aware. I'm dealing with one out the window.
Oh, so you are. I can help with that.
Does Lyath hear this?
No, she's down. They're downstairs now, below deck.
Okay, because Lyath is gonna probably go down there to check on him.
Yeah, but it's still like. Do you have?
So combat.
You don't have an action. You haven't done an action yet. So, do you have any range spells or range attacks that you can do?
Nope.
Okay. Well, it is now. It is now our vampire's turn.
I make a perception check to see if I can hear anything below deck.
Yeah, sure. With a 16, you, like, obviously you saw Jade run down, and you probably hear her voice, like, talking, and then you hear the accent of Fraley, but you can't make out what they're saying, but it definitely sounds frantic.
Okay. She's gonna look over the side of the boat. Probably see the hag going through the window.
Mm-hmm.
Just from a direct line, is it 60 feet to the hag?
Yes, we'll say that it is.
Wait, you can't run on walls yet.
Yes,
I
you can.
teleport into the room.
Oh,
yes, she's got spider climb.
Oh, right. Right, vampire.
Yes, you can. You see the hag's ass hanging out of the window.
Can I just melt into the room from the shadows and attack the hag?
You can't see inside of the room.
Okay.
But you definitely see her butt hanging out of the window.
She's gonna zip over there across the. Well, actually, movement speed's 45.
Yep.
Can I get over there and attack?
Yeah, and you can also probably use a key point to dash, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you could
Do you
use
have
a
Step
key
of the
point.
Wind?
Yeah.
Step of the wind.
Yep.
Yeah. What is step?
It gives you a dash as a bonus action, much like the cunning action rogues have.
Mm-hmm. So you can get over there and still make an attack.
Yeah, it'll double your movement to 90 feet.
Okay, so yeah, she'll spider climb the hell over there, and she will make she'll make an unarmed strike with the claws.
Yeah, and it is technically sneak attack because she is adjacent to.
Holy crap.
Technically, I am within 5 feet.
Yeah, so, and I mean, I would just have this be a sneak attack in general. Come on, you're clawing the hag's ass. Like, she does not expect it to, like...
Can I kick it? Oh, God.
You have officially ripped this hag a new asshole She's dead.
Bury her.
Like, all you guys see from, like, inside is, like, the hag, like, screaming
like a blender.
in awful pain as, like...
Except...
As this awful fisting happens. Like...
It's the vampire lady.
Except...
you can't, because you've already used your bonus to key for...
It's not a bonus action. It's just you spend a key to
make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
Right, it is bonus.
Using key points is a bonus action.
Okay. I was like,
unless
I've never played a monk before.
Yeah, using key points is a
Yeah, unless it's stated otherwise. Yeah, sometimes you can use multiple, but it's ones.
So, but I mean, she's dead. Like, listen to me. She's dead.
And I still get another attack. I can still hit her again.
Yeah,
beating a dead hag, combat is over.
Can I kick her out the window? I want to kick her out the window.
Yes.
I want to pull her out the window and just like it's basically a food process.
How long do I have to wait before I have to make another death save when we're out of combat?
Well, I'm assuming that 7 has abilities to bring you up, so it would be the hag's turn, and then it would be 7's turn. So if 7, while this butt fisting is happening, like there's any other kind of fist, 7, what would you like to help your friend up?
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for.
Yeah.
Because on my turn, I would cast Lay on Hands and bring them back up.
How much are you healing?
Just 5, since we're going to be out of combat here. So I'll just get you up, and we can sleep it off.
You see Mufasa staring over you as
it's the circle.
The circle you hear.
Don't ruin this for me.
Like, laying his hands upon you and bringing you back from the brink of death.
Oh, Lion King! I knew you'd come to my rescue, and just obviously like over exaggerating, like laying back in the arms that have healed. Oh.
Right. We should probably check on the baby.
Yeah.
What? There's a baby?
And Lyath, after pulling the hag out, and just all the little bits going flying, Lyath climbing in the window, just drenched in hag blood.
You are terrified.
Baby, okay?
I'm leaving now.
Thank you.
But you really need to wash up. I'm half tempted to kick you out, just so you can get a bath.
There's water directly outside. Just leap.
That's what I'm saying. Cause you really do smell.
How do you respond to that?
Blood?
Water will literally kill you.
Oh, water.
This is moving water too, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm sure you can go find a bucket somewhere. For kind of not long after this kind of goes on, you all sort of settle and you notice everything's okay. You start to hear another commotion as the crowd that is just recovering sort of runs to the railings. And they're all pointing at the sky.
I'm not sure how
Chief
cleaned up
Constable,
Lyath
what
is,
seems
but
to
she'll
be the
go
issue
see.
Yeah.
Lyath is probably still a little bloody, but she goes over to see what's going on anyway.
What did Jade say?
Just Jade, Chief Constable, what seems to be the commotion here? Just walking to the little crowd, still waving around a blank piece of paper.
And everyone is pointing at the sky, and as you guys kind of like follow that gaze, is Fraley gonna go see what the commotion's about, or is she staying downstairs?
Yeah, she will, I guess. After like, if she can get the child, if she can get
Did
what's
Sev-
his quieted down.
You can give him a bottle or a Noopy, and he'll be fine.
Then she'll go check out what the heck's going on.
Question for Seven: did Seven catch tea when they did the fake faint?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes. and then he also does a leg pop into the air as well. Use thaumaturgy,
the
subtle.
classic dip, and you kind of lean back, and
and then I'm use thaumaturgy to make little sparkles around us.
Dramatic pose. Just the performance for the crowd. Whoever's still paying
We're
attention
all
to
distracted by this thing that's happening in the sky. Sorry, guys.
Don't you dare imply that I sparkle.
No. It was. Excuse me. It's not about you.
It's not about you.
It's not about you. It's about me and the Lion King. It's a fairy tale. Thank you. Bye.
Blink. I don't think it's about either one of you. I think it's about that. And she points off to the thing in the sky.
And you guys see this bright red ball of light kind of shoot up into the air. Before.
Well, that's not ominous.
And it sort of lingers before there's this explosion. And you see.
Oh God! Is it Tuesday again?
And
I hate Tuesday.
Into a bright light, bright red, almost awful light. And,
yep, still not ominous.
And
the sun, brighter than anything you've ever seen.
It's almost as thousands of pieces of this orb just scatters across the sky.
Are you doing Shikon Jewel? Is this Shikon Jewel time?
Yeah, it is.
Shikon Jewel time.
It is.
Inuyasha! Kagome!
And everyone is just amazed by what's happening. Some of them have to, the poor little drow girl has to block her eyes. She's already crying and feeling awful as her daddy died.
I just realized something, though. One of the running jokes in Dragonstone was Rava telling Ajax to sit, and we're talking Shikon Jewel stuff here. This is getting too real.
It's getting too real.
Anyway, thaumaturgy to boom my voice, and I'm gonna get out of Seven's arms. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed the performance. Everybody, have a good night. I'm gonna try to persuade everyone that this is all part of the act.
Okay, go ahead. Collectively they believe you, and all of a sudden there's just a round of applause.
Thank you.
Echoing.
Thank you. We work for tips. Please
echoing across the sky, with the exception of the small half-elf child, half-drow child that is over her daddy's body.
Yeah, crying. I don't work with children. I'm talking to you adults.
Yeah, kind of thing.
We accept tips. To put on a great show costs a lot of money. So if you support local artists, support local drag artists. Thank you.
Rava's just going to look at the paladin and then
Rava,
Lyeth is just going to look at the paladin and then gesture towards the drow and the dead body, just are you going to do something about this?
Yeah, I mean at this point I'd snap out of the dazzling performance on this side of the boat and notice what's going on over there, and go over to see if I can assist.
I will walk over to the child and
well, let's see what Fraley is doing. Seven is walking over to the child, so let's see what Seven would like to assist with when it comes to this. How would you like to assist?
First thing, how is this apparently dead person looking?
Dead.
Actually dead?
Yes, actually dead. He was an NPC.
He's dead, Jim.
He's dead. He was wearing a red tunic. He's dead.
Gotcha.
Of course.
Okay, well, not much I can do about that, unfortunately. So is this kid's other parent nearby?
You don't see any drow nearby, no.
Okay. The kid is just sitting there staring at this point then?
Yeah.
All right. I just kind of kneel down next to the drow kid and just ask, are you all right? Were you injured?
holding her snake.
Just picturing like 9-year-old Robin. It's adorable. Ah!
She's probably closer to like 5 or 6 right now. But yeah, she's just, whimpering, and she looks up at you and she shakes her head no as the answer to essentially both questions.
Right. I'd say things aren't looking great up here. We should probably get you below deck. We'll see what we can do about. Is this your father?
It's my daddy.
Right. My friends will see what they can do. Knowing full well what none of us can do anything at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like show my badge, since I actually do have one, unlike the detective.
Oh, I'm strictly freelance.
Yeah, strictly. Show my badge.
Phoenix, right? Are you showing everyone your badge?
No, I don't actually have a badge.
Yeah, she pretends she has a badge. I actually have one. And say, look, I'm a police officer, as it were. Why don't you come with me?
Okay. And she reaches up to hold your hand.
Okay, and I kind of look around, and I'd send my bird over to probably Jade, and just quickly look through its eyes, and just say, "There's nothing we can do about the elf. Find whoever's in charge here. We have to get the body somewhere else before people start panicking."
Okay, I'll do that. I'll go find the captain of the ship, and talk with him.
Lyeth is just looking at. I'm not raising him. That would be a mess.
That would be a mess. Okay, yeah. So the captain is obviously where the captain should be, and he's just he's a dwarf. His name is Captain Clips, and he's like, little kitty, I saw this amazing performance. Great job. Can I help you with something?
Performance? Either way, I'm at the constable's office. Waves a blank piece of paper really quickly. I'm here because we've got a dead body on the deck.
Oh no! Was it a special effects accident?
No.
Oh.
We were attacked by hags.
But that nice lady down there said it was part of the show, and he motions to T.
That nice lady
I'm on deck collecting tips if anybody's handing out tips.
Mm-hmm.
And let me
is
know.
A, annoying, and B, lying. So
Lyeth is just wrapping the body up in the cloak and picking it up and bringing it inside so that people don't panic.
Does Jade have to combat my persuasion for that?
Yes, actually.
I could be persuasive. Actually, can I be persuasive? I think I could be persuasive.
Yeah, just go.
Yeah, I could totally be persuasive.
Yeah. So it kind of comes into light for Captain Clips, as he realizes that, it wasn't a performance. That's just a cover to make people from not panicking. And he's like,
we need some place to dispose of a body to prevent,
yes. We'll keep them with the ice cream. Follow me.
With the ice cream? There's ice cream. Let's go.
That's actually what they do on boats. I don't know if you know that.
Yep, I was about to say,
or they just have a cell of ice. It's like we'll hand the ice cream out to all of the passengers. We won't keep the ice cream with it, but we could keep it with the ice cream.
Makes sense.
But yeah, you guys.
Lyeth is like, you're not going to take it to a temple, get it raised?
We're on a boat.
After we arrive.
I mean, that's up to you guys if you want to spend some time to raise it.
How many tips did I collect?
I don't exactly want to deal with a screaming child.
Well,
We're already dealing with one
she's
screaming
not
child.
screaming anymore. She's sort of in shock. And she's
Rava
holding...
just pauses for a minute. More
Rava?
than two. Or,
Yeah.
Lance just pauses for a minute. More than two screaming children.
Yeah.
I imagine that to kind of keep the mini Rava palisaded, she has a slight thing about letting people ride on her back, but she'll kind of act as a pony for the child.
It's very cute.
Rava will be okay with doing it.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that right now. Rava will like that a lot.
Okay. So anyway, you guys are able to put the body in the ice cream, and the captain Clips is going to ask you guys to help pass out ice cream to everyone, especially to help the crying children that are still, even the adults believe it, but, scary noises, they're kids. Ice cream should help.
Any ice cream that gets into my hands is not leaving my hands.
Okay.
Can I persuade people that it's like on sale and they have to pay me for it?
That's so bad. Somebody
Liza's
hold...
going to draw the line at this point and be like, just someone died.
Okay.
And I'm stress eating. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm still doing it.
Okay. Go right ahead.
The ice cream is free.
No, it's not. But it's on sale. It's a good sale.
Go ahead and do an opposing.
I'm gonna do the help action. Say, yeah, it's totally free. Just grab the ice
Okay, so
cream.
you have advantage if you want, since you're saying it's free. Lyeth, go ahead and do an opposing persuasion.
Deception, since it's not free, and not persuasion.
No, it is free.
No, wouldn't T need to roll deception for that?
T would need to roll deception.
Okay. Where is my deception? I don't
Right
have a
underneath your athletics.
Oh, yeah, no, it's the same.
Okay. And go ahead and roll an opposing, please. Some of them believe that it's free, and some don't. So you are gonna get tipped at the very least by some people. Okay. And it's just some copper and some silver. It's nothing these are peasants.
How much altogether? No, I'm serious. How much altogether?
Maybe a gold's worth of copper and silver.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm probably downstairs.
Oh,
with,
also, but when I was announcing that the whole thing was a performance, did anybody tip me then?
That's a combination of.
That was a combination of both.
These are not. These are peasants coming back from work.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
it's the show is for free. I mean, if you really wanted to tip and everything, there was no cover basically, so.
Yeah.
no cover. Yeah.
7. What were you
Lyeth
trying to
is
say?
handing
Sorry.
out ice cream.
Yeah.
She probably took off her gloves so that because they
What about the face?
didn't want any hag blood to get on the ice cream.
Mm.
I don't know if anyone freaks out because she has crazy glowing eyes, but
What do people want
it's a
toppings?
fantasy world, kind of thing.
After I got all the money, I'm just gonna go to the little deck and go to sleep. So that's it.
Right. And 7, what were you doing?
I was just with Centaur and the little kid, the drow kid, just trying to keep her entertained. Maybe
Yeah,
with
you
the-
can kind of
the
attempt
raven
to she's
rat spider.
yeah, she's definitely exhausted, so she's probably going to try and nap.
Okay. Yeah, we find a place and bring her there whenever she's looking tired.
Yeah, exactly. So 7 is helping you. Mom and Dad are tending to the children, as it seems.
It looks like it. Yeah. Centaur
putting the children's down. You can give her a snack probably to kind of help her, and she's gonna curl up on and sleep with her snack.
Let me tell you what my father told me. Yeah. Sorry. Anyway.
Okay. And honestly, you guys, I kind of think that this might be a good time to wrap up this sessions, and we can actually eventually have a part 2 to this particular adventure with these these characters. So just because it is 7:15, and anything else I had planned would definitely take more than the time we have anyway. So I think this is a really good stopping point.
Very cool.
Yeah, so thank you guys. I know that Myron vanished for a hot second, so we'll get to them when we get to them. But thank you guys. I know it's a short and sweet little one shot. One shot. It's a home game. I had a good time, especially for one that I did not playtest, which I actually had more fun because I just made shit up. For the most part,
that is the best.
Yeah, so...
I mean that's the essence of DMing, isn't it? Just sitting there and making shit up for hours.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I do it all the time. As for even with the normal types of sessions that I plan out a little bit more, but I kind of wanted to get used to some normal D&D for once, with not too many restrictions as far as the story goes, and But yeah, you guys are sort of halfway through this little adventure with episode 3, and that just, I think it's a good place to stop. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and go around the table until Myron gets back, so we'll just go to them last. And you guys can tell us how you feel about how awesome I am, and of course, like, where to find you on the internet and things like that. And we'll just start with Omega.
Fun fact, I don't exist in the internet. I really don't. So overall, it was reasonable. But my character is not necessarily useful in all scenarios, and I realize this. There's not a mystery to solve.
There's not a mystery to solve yet. I would love to give you a mystery to solve next time.
But yeah, other than that, it's most excellent.
Thank you. And of course, Omega doesn't. You exist on my Discord.
I exist on Discord.
Which, by the way, here we go. So yeah, excellent. Thank you, Myron. Since you are back, we'll go to you, and you can go ahead and tell me how good of a job I did, or how bad of a job I did, and self-promote, please.
Yeah, no, pretty good. I've been wanting to play this character for a long while. There's a reason why they're very greedy with their money, and there's also a big reason why with the children, not just because like those people like, oh, I hate children. So, but thank you for letting me explore that. Yeah. Can't wait for the next part and to do some things there. Hey, I'm Mystery Sa. I'm a drag performer, actually. Like my character, except I'm more of a drag king than a queen. On Twitter, I'm Mystery SA2. On Instagram, I'm The Real Mystery SA. I frequent those more often. I'm not really on Twitch. I'm Real Mystery SA on Twitch, but nothing really goes on because I just do stuff on Val's channel and other people's channels for D&D. I do cosplay. I do drag. I am doing 2 drag performances this Saturday, the 15th, 10 p.m. Web House on Blanco Road in San Antonio, Texas. We are doing a theme that is the Island Misfit Toys. I'm going to be an abandoned Nintendo 64 game cartridge of Super Smash Brothers. That's what I'm personifying.
Who would abandon that, though?
Who
would abandon that, though?
Someone without culture and or class.
Well, the new Super Smash is out. They're going to abandon the original, of course.
Well,
no.
Yeah, there you go. So
people that have taste, that's who. Yeah.
But and then also January 5th of 2019 at the same place, Web House, Blanco Road, San Antonio, Texas. I'll be Jareth because we are doing a David Bowie tribute drag show.
Awesome.
I love David Bowie so much.
Yeah, it's I have flyers on my Twitter and I will repost them and everything and their pins and everything. Mostly on Twitter. I advertise also on Instagram. But yeah, there you go.
Awesome. Thank you so much for rejoining us. As always, I don't think I've done a D&D session almost without you at this point. So yeah, it's pretty great. Cool. And then next we have Shan.
Hello. I also do not exist other than on Discord, so you can find me absolutely nowhere except for there. That's about it.
The non-existent detective friends.
Yeah, pretty much we have the buddy detective thing going on, which we didn't get to play as much as we would normally like to. Mm-hmm. It was interesting playing the straight man in a very eclectic group, even though, the straight man is still a lion. So a little disappointed I didn't get to do as many Lion King quotes as I wanted to, but maybe next session. Other than that, I'm always a fan of the world that you built here, and a lot of fun.
Thank you so much. And of course, Mr. Spiritus Lupus.
I'm so glad that, well, I'm not glad that it snowed and they canceled work, but I'm glad that it snowed and we canceled work, so that way I could be here with you, Collective Lot, and your interesting collective. Yeah, that's where we're gonna go with that. But I exist on most places, mostly with the same name, Spiritus Lupus. It might take a minute to find me. If you're looking for a blue wolf, you might have found it. It was a lot of fun. Enjoyed it. I really am enjoying the Pale Blood class as it is so far, and I hope that I get to experiment with all levels with it.
Mm-hmm. All right, thank you. And of course, last but not least, Blood Cree.
I've been having so much fun with this. I've been itching for a chance to dust off Lyath for like 3 or 4 years now, who's originally an AD&D character.
Mm-hmm.
And just the fact that I can play her again has just been so much fun, even though I'm used to saying Rava, and it's like,
Yeah, I know, it happens.
We've noticed.
It didn't help that Rava was present.
Yeah.
I know, right?
I, on the other hand.
But yeah, I'm having fun with monkness. I didn't realize that I could punch someone so many times in one round. It's kind of amazing. I can hit someone 4 times in one round with my fists. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I love
She
monks.
just did so much damage.
Yep, that's what monks do. That's what monks do.
Oh,
That's
that
their
is
thing.
beautiful.
But yeah, and of course,
I'm also surprised that Lyath is like, why am I the only one doing the humane thing? I'm a vampire, damn it. Why am I the one passing out ice cream?
Okay, you
That's
realize
that
this
is
Blood
her.
Cree, you're the protagonist in everything you do, no matter how evil you make them.
Why do I always have to be the protagonist?
no one's making you the protagonist. No one is doing
It's
this.
just
it's what
it's
you're
circumstance.
doing. But yeah, I mean, Fulred's pretty much the protagonist in the other part of this.
Well, that's
of
true.
these- of
But
these
then
things.
again, you're not in that. So
That's
if you had been in that, you would have been the protagonist.
Probably. But yeah, and
Oh
where can we find you on the
no. I'm Blood Cree on Twitch. I do variety chill streams, usually of either very trashy games or strategy games. I'm a really big fan of Darkest Dungeon, story heavy games. I'm starting Sonic Adventure 2 Battle because it's nostalgic and I love the crappy voice acting. Because it's like a masterpiece. It's so bad it's just delicious.
Awesome. Great. All right. So yeah, everyone follow each other. Thank you guys for coming. We'll do a quick raid. I'm going to hit my raid button anyway to another channel that's playing D&D right now called the Thoglore. So we're going to go ahead and give them a good raid. Again, they're also playing D&D, so everyone who is subscribed, please throw like raptor faces at them when we go there. But yeah, everybody wave, say goodbye, all that other all that good stuff.
Bye.
Bye. Wait, I need my
Bye.
notes to come up.
Good evening.